Quinceañera to Paris instead.
I will fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We live here. We work here. We love it here. Look for your motors in Brownsville, Texas. We're here for you.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on the Rio Sports Live Network. Joe Bowling with you, coming to you at Bogus Stadium. And here we are for the Bird Bowl 2023. To my left-hand side, a guest. To my right-hand side is Jason Benavides. I want to send a shout-out to him first and foremost for getting this thing set up while I was in Brownsville about 22 minutes ago. Here we go.
All right, man. It's been great. It's another start of a football season. What better way to kick off than Bird Bowl here at J. Lewis Bogus Stadium, ladies and gentlemen.
We're on our pregame show, which is brought to you by Pronto Insurance, by Texas Southmost College, by the City of South Padre Island, and by Luke Fruya Motors here on the Harlingen South Channel. We were looking back and forth on Harlingen Channel, Harlingen South Channel. We put it on the visitor side, and so fans that are tuning in, I'll pass the word on that the visitors get the nod on their own channel here tonight. We're on the Hawk Channel, and that's where my focus is as I was looking at these two teams during the scrimmages, and that was the Hawks appear to be ready to compete in this football game. We may find out in the first couple of minutes of this one.
I totally agree. There's a lot of questions going around with Harlingen losing a lot of starters last year, Joe. And I've asked some of the coaches, and of course you're going to give you, they're ready and they've gotten prepared. But losing a lot of starters is I think they lost about 19 starters last year. So it's a young and coming team, and let's see how well they're going to perform today.
National Anthem. We'll be right back after this.
Sunny days or starry nights. Lay back or splash down. Brunch, lunch, or late night munch. That's as hard as it gets at South Padre Island. Voted Texas Travel Awards Destination of the Year. Plan your escape at sopadre.com.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just skip the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
And the playing of the national anthem is concluded. Joe Martinez to my left-hand side, and now we get a little football. And, this game, years in past, you had to wait a few weeks to get to this one, and sometimes wait a bunch of weeks to get to this one. No wait, and a packed house. It was sold out. I know it was sold out, and these fans are here to see what they see from Harlingen and Harlingen South tonight.
Yeah, Joe, it was 2 years ago when Southwood dropped out to down to 5A. Well, now they started putting this Bird Bowl at the very beginning of the game of the season now. So that makes a lot of difference. Yes, you're right. When they were both in the 6A squad, they both would play somewhere deep in or at the very end of the season, and sometimes it had a lot of meaning to the game. Not that this doesn't, but we'll get ready to go. Here comes the Cardinals coming out.
Cardinals make their way out onto the field, and welcome again to our pregame show. Let's go widescreen on that and let you see the Cardinals as they take the field. They'll be clad in black uniforms tonight, the red trim. They'll be the home team on the scoreboard. And just can't wait for this one to start.
It's been an anticipated game.
One thing about it is that I saw the first week of scrimmage for the Harlingen Cardinals, and that featured a lot of big plays against a Sherryland team that had some question marks coming into the season. Flip the script. I wanted to watch what the Hawks did when they played Sherryland, and both teams, the Hawks first, then Cardinals, had their way with Sherryland. Does that mean they're even? I really don't know because there's a lot of question marks. And going into this season, I had more question marks on a Manny Gomez team than I ever have in covering his teams. It's not that he doesn't have talent. It's that he's filling in roles, and I'm not sure who's going to be there. I got more question marks this year about this team than the Hawks. And like I said, the first couple of minutes is going to dictate if this is going to be a war or if this is going to be, hey, the Cardinals are a lot better than you think, or the Hawks are a lot better than you think.
I totally agree. I think that you said it good. Harlingen is going through what South went last year. South last year, or the previous year, lost a lot of players, and they were plugging in a lot of holes. Got a little bit better towards the season, struggled a couple of times. But like you said, Manny Gomez is, a top-notch coach, and Coach Gonzalez on the other side. So you should see these guys ready to go. I think you're right. I agree with you. We're going to see in the first 3 to 4 minutes and see what they got.
If the Hawks offense can move the football, well, they establish an early tone of this football game. They'll get the ball to start it. They're standing in the south end zone waiting for the kick from the Cardinals. Again, the Cardinals in the black uniforms with the red trim. The Hawks in the customary white uniforms with the green and the orange sprinkled in. Beautiful night for football here at Bogus Stadium, and away we go. Deep kick. Inside the 5, Hawks going to return it out across the 10, middle of the field to the 15, out to the 20-yard line, and that's about it. That's where they'll start the first drive of the night.
That's good physical coverage for the Harlingen Cardinals. Number 11, Jacob Connell was receiving the ball, and good speed. He had really good speed. Wasn't able to get anywhere. Got back to about the 21-yard line, Joe, and here we go. All I've been hearing a lot is what the Cardinal defense this year, how they were supposed to step up this year. So is there a chance to see it for the first time?
Defense on the field for the first time. Hawks offense setting up shop 1st and 10 from their own, call it just the 20, just outside the 20-yard line, closer to the 21. And a first down play for the Hawks on the offense. Cardinals showing blitz right up the middle on the first play of the game. High snap, handoff, running play right side, some room out across the 25, a good hit. And how about that hit knocking a helmet off?
Yeah, we got to see a helmet right off. Good job of the offensive line to open up the house. They're ready to go, Joe. They're going to do no huddle. They're going to try to find out what this defense has very early in the game.
Real quick, we'll take a look at the replay. And again, the hard running. You see that pressure coming up the middle. Once they block that, then that opened up that seam, and there comes the helmet off on the first hit of the night. Hawks back with the football, second down, call it 4.5 yards to go. They get outside the 31, they get a first down. Single back in the backfield, 2 receivers right, 1 left, a handoff again. Right side, that's going to be out across the 30. That's good enough for a first down, but there's a penalty on the play. Good surge by the Hawks as well. Across the 35, now we'll sort the penalty.
We'll sort the penalty out, and you're right, Joe. Good surge on that offensive line. It's got a little bit of size on them, and we're able to get a good surge and able to get that first down at the very end.
Since we started this game on the Harlingen South Channel, we'll keep it right here on the Harlingen South Channel, my friends. It's a scoreless ball game, 11:09 to go here in the first quarter. And the Hawks have the football for the first time, and here comes the call on the penalty. And that's a biggie. That's a 15-yard penalty against the Cardinals. So you do get the first down if you're the Hawks. Now you get better field position. The drive continues. Again, we're on the Harlingen South Channel on our app, and that's where we'll stay through the night for this broadcast. But how about a Hawk drive already inside the Cardinals' 50-yard line? First down play for the Hawks. Quarterback going to play action pass. Left side, that's going to be completed. Out in the left flash to David Sanchez. Sanchez with the 45 wrapped up there.
David Sanchez was able to get her on the left-hand side and able to get about good yard. This is the kind of yardage you do want to get at the beginning. A good 5-6 yard gain allows you to get a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. A good play on that little sweep around the left-hand side.
Jacob Ortiz on the tackle out there and the isolated defender for the Cardinals. Second down play for the Hawks. They've mixed it up now with running and passing. High snap again. Quarterback slings a pass right side. That's going to be caught out there by Yal Cabrera. He's quickly hit hard by the Cardinals, and it brings up our first third down of the first drive of the game.
That's going to be our first third down, and that was a long pass. Was able to get the quarterback to come in and get Yal Cabrera out there for a minimal gain of about 1 or 2 yards. Nevertheless, they got a good third down and about 3 to go. The see what they have.
Empty backfield now for David Sanchez. Now he does pull a back with him, but he overloads the right side of the screen on the short side with receivers. Here comes the blitz. It's a screen pass, and it's complete. Hawks with a first down into the 35. It's a big conversion there on third down.
That was a good play. They brought everybody in, Joe, and got Jacob Grande to run around, catch that pass, and able to get a good 4 or 5 yards. And that's all they needed to get for the first down.
Little confidence now for the Hawks after converting on third down on the opening drive. Hawks with the football at the Cardinal 35. 2 receivers on the wide side, to the left side of the field. Sanchez hands it off, and there's a running play, but that goes nowhere. David Sanchez got to the line, and so did a bunch of Cardinals.
Yeah, David Sanchez was able to run, and right there was a no gain. Good job of the front four of the Harlingen Cardinals to get in the gaps and able to minimize a no gain.
Adrian Venegas was also able to knife his way through there, coming in from that spot just beyond the front 4 on the Cardinal defense. 2nd and 10, 2 backs in the backfield, pressure by the Cardinals. They jump. Is there a flag? No flag just yet. Now a play is going to be stopped short. I thought for sure there was going to be a penalty on that play.
I thought so too, but he might have gotten back in line, and it was a minimal gain for Dylan Anaya there, number 8 for the Harlingen South Hawks, and able to get about 2 yards. But you're right, Joe. It looked like he did a good little slide in there and was able to maybe pull himself back.
He was on some skates, that's for sure, on the slippery slope there, trying to get back. Just in time. 3rd down and long for the Hawks. They've converted on 1 3rd down. Send a man in motion out of the backfield. That's Sanchez. And here comes the pass. Looking over the middle. Ooh, nearly intercepted, incomplete pass.
Oh, yeah. That was right there with the quarterback's here. He was able to read that slant move right there and read it all the way. And that's a good thing that Anaya didn't get that interception and kind of killed this drive. But we got a 4th down coming up.
Looked like Cabrera peeled left and the quarterback threw it right. And the defender was there in a better spot to make that catch. Clock stops here with 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hawks on a 4th down appear to be going for it. The offense stays on the field. Empty backfield, 5 receiver set, 3 of them on the right side. Man in motion, left side. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback on a run. He's going to get a first down across the 35. If he dives, it's going to be close.
I think he might be a little short. Dylan Anaya called in his own number, taking a sweep around the left-hand side. Had a little bit of room, and this looks like, according to the, well, is there a flag on there?
There looks like a flag on the far side of the field. I see something yellow.
We'll find out what the play is, but it looked like he's either going to be a tad short or right on the line the way I looked at it. But unless it was a good sweep, he called his own number.
It's offsides against the Cardinals. So what that does, it doesn't get the automatic first down. It gets 5 yards further for the Hawks. They wouldn't have got a first down. He was brought down short. But now it's 4th and 5. If you go for it on 4th and 9, well, you probably dial up a go for it on 4th and less than that.
Yeah, now he's you're looking at it, maybe a possible field goal, but it looks like the offense is still on there. But you're absolutely right, Joe. He was short because they would have declined that ball and had an automatic first down.
Official had taken an extra walk, and the crowd was about to get on his back because they had already marked 5. He was going to march 5 more. That would have been a first down. Hawks now 4th down and 3. Again, you get it across the 25, you got a first down if you're a Hawk. Cardinals trying to make a stop on the opening drive. 2 backs in the backfield. Anaya is ready, takes a snap, hands it off, bounces it right side, and that's a fumble. Cardinals recover. Either way, they were going to get the ball.
It wasn't going to go anywhere, Joe. It looks like the play got stuffed, so whether it be a fumble or even if he held onto the ball, it was either going to be a turnover on downs or a turnover on here. So the Cardinals end up getting the ball back regardless.
Looked like if he would have handed it off to Sanchez, there was something on a right side sweep, but Anaya elected to keep it. There's another penalty, though, and this is going to be a first down.
It looks like another offside. And that's going to give him the automatic first down because it was under the 5-yard mark. It was about 4.5 yards, so that really hurts because Harlingen just stopped them again. This is 2 times that they've stopped them, and penalties continue this drive.
So momentum for the Hawks thanks to a penalty. New set of downs for David Anaya from the 24-yard line. Takes it, turns, hands it off. Sanchez gets down to about the 20-yard line, stays on his feet there, fell forward, hangs onto the football.
Got a good little push right up the middle, Joe, and able to get about a good 4 or 5 yards. You're going to make it about a 2nd and 5. That offensive line right now is kind of having their way with Harlingen on one-on-one situation, other than other stunts that Harlingen has been pulling.
3-yard gain for the Hawks, and now as the ball stands on the 20-yard line, we're in a red zone possession for the Hawks on the first drive of the night. Handoff, running play. Sanchez runs through a couple tackles, dives forward close to the first down.
I think he's going to be right on the marker. Looks like getting good. Yeah, they're moving the chains. Good runner on the right-hand side. Had a little bit of open room. David Sanchez, number 9 for the South Hawks, and able to move the chains and get them a first down.
Take a look on the right side of the instant replay. Watch him run through a couple of tacklers there and then dives for the extra effort for the first down. And back to action here on live. First down play for the Hawks. Handoff again, Sanchez wrapped up, gets back to line of scrimmage, no further.
Oh, no, this time he was met right there by Michael Orozco, number 90 for the Harlingen Cardinals. He got good penetration inside, Joe, and able to get Sanchez for no gain.
Brings up second down and 10. That's Joe Martinez. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Thanks for tuning in here on the Harlingen South Channel on the RSL Network. Second down play for Dylan Anaya and the Hawks. A longer count, takes it. On a ball fake, there's a fumble. Is it stripped loose and recovered by who? Looks like the Hawks got it back.
No, it looks like, well, they're moving to, no, it looks like the Cardinals.
Cardinals got it.
Cardinals got it. Yeah, well, there's another turnover, Joe, and this time the Harlingen Cardinals, no flags, no nothing on there, and the Harlingen Cardinals aren't going to get the ball back finally.
So let's grade that opening drive for the Hawks. I give it a B+ because they moved the ball downfield, end up giving it up after that, but the bottom line is a B+ drive to start this ball game.
Well, yeah, I agree. They were able to do a little bit of run, a little bit of pass, kind of mixed it up a little bit, used a little bit, about 60% of the time they did run. David Sanchez was really doing really well on the outside, sometimes inside the trenches. But when Dylan would call his own number, also would get around the outside. So, yeah, I'd give him a B or B+ as well.
Enter the Cardinals. First down play, first time the offense is on the field to start the season. Quarterback, keeper, hit in the backfield. Drives forward with some extra strength there, but only gains about a yard.
Yeah, I think that was the quarterback, Randy Morales, one guys coming back from last year's squad. Able to call his number. Not much there. Actually just got to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to make it here a 2nd and 10.
Second down play. Call it 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. Morales, the quarterback, on a fake, rushed, hit, and down he goes.
He had nowhere to go on that. The offensive line allowed him to come in. Morales was, they were going to do a round inside fake, but the line got to him so quickly that didn't have anything to adjust and able to get that sack and knock him down about 7 or 8 yards.
On the replay, you can see that once the defenders got their momentum headed forward, there was just too many coming. 3rd and a bunch for the Cardinals on their first drive of the season. Deep in their own territory. Looking to throw. Quarterback keeps it. It's got some room up the middle. Takes it to the outside. Gets away from one. No, he doesn't. Thrown down at the 15.
That was Randy Morales on the quarterback keeper. I think that play, Joe, was probably just getting some breathing room, getting the ball a little outside so they can get some breathing room for a good punt. That didn't look like they were really trying to get the first down on that, in my opinion. But let's get the punter some breathing room here, and that's going to be number 11. Aiden Cavazos is going to be punting for the Harlingen Cardinals.
Cavazos stands at his goal line. Could have easily been taking this snap inside his end zone. But again, thanks to that run, at least gets to stand at the final line before you go in to receive this snap. 4 seconds on the play clock. It's a high snap. He gets it and gets the punt away. A wobbly kick to the right side. Going to go out of bounds, and the Hawks should get great field position out of this one.
That's going to be around the 25, 27-yard line. I was trying to pay attention to the shadow, but you're right, Joe. That punt really didn't go anywhere. More or less like a 10-yard punt, really, if you look at it, 10 to 12-yard punt. And it's going to give the Harlingen South Hawks, which has an offense has been moving pretty well other than the turnover, really deep in the Cardinal territory.
First down for the Hawks. Again, welcome to our broadcast here. Opening night of the season here on a Friday night at Bogus Stadium. Always a great place to be to call a game. I wasn't able to get here last year at all, but, man, to sit in this seat, I feel like it's home sweet home in some ways. First down play for the Hawks. Second time the offense is on the field. Dylan Anaya has a short field to work with. See if he produces here. Hands it off. Running play. That goes nowhere as Trey Kirksey found a couple of Cardinals waiting for him right there.
Yeah, he stuff for a looks like maybe a yard or no yard gain, but that's the first time we've heard him right there. Drake Kirksey here for the Arlington South Hawks.
Kirksey in the ball game. Shuffling in with the play is Yari Cabrera. Cabrera will line up as a receiver out to the wide side with Jacob Cano for the Hawks. Again, they're looking to the sideline. Play clock running down to 12 as they get everything set up and ready to call the play. Two backs, that's Kirksey to the left. Now he shifts back behind the quarterback. And Anaya waits, takes it, turns. It's Kirksey again. Just runs right into the line and will get nothing again.
He ran right into the wall of the Harlingen Cardinals, and that was right there by number 57. I think that was I don't see his.
It was 53. It was William Bush. He'll get credit for the tackle, but how about underneath that? It was Michael Orozco who was actually pushing the lineman backwards, and Kirksey, the first guy he ran into, had white. Third down for the Hawks. Call it third and every bit of 10. Looking to pass, left side, that's incomplete. So the Hawks this time appear to be bringing the punting team out, or will they? Dylan Anaya still in there. They went for it on fourth down from here, but Anaya does drift back into punt formation. So they're going to play field position here. And before they do that, they'll call their first timeout. That's Joe Martinez. I'm Joe Bowling. We'll be right back at Bogus Stadium after this.
At Harlingen CISD, college, career, community ready is more than just a saying. We've created 12 academies to provide students with access to fields of study that best fit their interests and passions. Within the 12 academies, there are 42 certifications that will aid students in getting a head start.
Back here, the switching, by the way, done by HCISD, always doing a terrific job here in this booth. And thanks for tuning in wherever you may be watching this one. I know there's a bunch of fans out there that wanted to tune in on this Bird Bowl, especially once they sold the baby out. Hawks, though, facing fourth down. Decision time, playing field position here. Curious there, Joe?
Yeah, I think they got the quarterback over here, Dylan Anaya. I mean, he could run. He could, let's see what happens here.
Anaya in punt formation stands at the Cardinal 45. It's a good snap. Gets the kick away, spiraling kick. They'll let it go, and it's going to take a bounce into the end zone. And so the Hawks wanted to pin the Cardinals back. That's not going to be the case.
Now they're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. It was kind of a gamble. That's only about a 13, 14-yard turnaround. Earlier they went for it and, were not able to make it or had that turnover, Joe. But, yeah, good call. They were trying to hit him deep, but he hit it just a little too hard. He was trying to get him inside the 10 and trying to push the Cardinals right now because the Cardinals right now, the offense on the first drive looked like they were struggling a little bit. They see they can come out here and maybe open up some things and get some pass going.
Didn't help that they had that loss on one of the downs early that pushed them back nearer their goal line than what they wanted to be comfortable with. Montalongo is the quarterback for the Cardinals. Samuel Montalajo hands the ball off, and that is about a 2-yard gain, nothing more. Oh, check that. That's Morales, the quarterback. Go ahead.
No, that's Samuel Montalajo right there. And he was running about the right side. Get about a yard. Was able to get hit quickly there. That defensive line for the Harlingen South is getting some good push on that young Harlingen offense.
Cardinals on their first drive, a 3-and-out and a punt. Second time the offense has been on the field. That's Randy Morales at quarterback. On this second down play. Under 3 to go here in the first quarter play. We're scoreless at Bogus Stadium. That snap is up to the up man, running across the 30-yard line, spinning forward. That's good for a 12-yard gain.
That's going to get good. Randy Morales coming over the zone number, going around the left-hand side. Seen a little seam there, Joe, and able to get the first down. Trying to get some momentum going here for Harlingen Cardinals. We're doing a no-huddle here.
Cardinals trying to speed things up now. Morales keeps Montellejano on his left-hand side. Sends a wide receiver out wide right. That's David Ramos on a first down play for the Cardinals. Pass play, left side. That's caught. Receiver has some yards after the catch. That's a good 9 yards. Stretches forward for a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, able to get that on that quick screen. Able to get it. Now they're getting a little bit of momentum, Joe, and they're getting some first downs, getting some good plays, and trying to open up some things here.
Adam Sanchez on the reception, moves the chains for the Cardinals, and this drive it started at the 20. Suddenly is out near the 50. First and 10 from the 48. Morales sets him down. Bunches everyone up at the line. One receiver out to the wide side of the field. Sends that man in motion now. Wide right is Cavazos. Quarterback keeps it, takes it the other side, and there's nothing but Hawks. Another helmet comes off. There's some hard hitting in the bird bowl.
Yeah, that's kind of dangerous there when you get the helmet come off. You can get hit with a shoe or anything. But able to lose about 3 yards there, Joe, and nowhere to go for Randy Morales, calling his own number again, trying to get something going, which he did a couple of plays ago. But this time, taking a good loss there for about 2 yards, 3-yard loss.
Because the helmet came off, that means Morales has to exit the game. So enter Drew Cornegay. We saw him a little bit last year. We know he's one of the quarterbacks in the stable. And so Cornegay in on this second down play. Call it 2nd and 11 for the Cardinals. Turns, wants to throw. Left-hand side, caught. And to the left-hand side is Sanchez. He's got some room after the catch to the 40-yard line. That's another first down.
Wow, what a great play. Again, Adam Sanchez using that kind of quick slant. Able to catch him on the left-hand side. Joe, and able to get enough for the first down and a little bit more. And getting into Hawk territory now. They're about the 38-yard line. Harlingen's offense right now looking a lot better what they did than the first drive.
Definitely moving the ball now against this Hawk team. If you're just joining us, the Hawks had the first drive and took it inside the Cardinal 20. Came up short. Cardinals had it for a brief period. Hawks had it again. Didn't do much with it. Now the Cardinals are producing here on the offensive end. Cornegay stayed in the ball game. That play is blown dead. Interesting there that Cornegay stayed in. They brought Morales back in. He was in motion. He was going to get that handoff.
I think he was going to get that handoff going around the left-hand side, but there was a little bit of movement going on there, and it looks like it's going to be a false start for the Harlingen Cardinals. That's going to push it back 5 yards. But you're right. And I think that's what I've learned this year, too, Joe, is they're going to be using Cornegay and Morales sometimes in the same backfield. And, you know, you've got a Cornegay who has a really good arm, and then you got the speed of Morales. So it could be a little bit of different kind of weapon, different looks for the Harlingen Cardinals, maybe confuse the defense a little bit.
Still first down. Call it 1st and 15 for the Cardinals. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter of play. Running play that time. Not much room there for Montellejano.
Right there, getting down maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe about a yard on top of that right there. But he ran right up the middle. There was nothing there. And right now we're going to bring a 2nd and long. So Harlingen really doing good right now, Joe, with those kind of screen passes right now going to Adam Sanchez right now. Maybe they can go do something like that again and move that ball.
They haven't started the play clock. It's sitting at 25. It has for a while. So Cardinals looking up now. No, they don't have to take a snap if they don't want to. They could close out the first quarter. Play clock at 2-1, and that is it. 1 quarter in the books. Nothing decided here at Bogus Stadium after 1. The Bird Bowl is scoreless. We'll be back with more after this.
We live here. We work here. We love it here. Look for your motors in Brownsville, Texas. We're here for you.
My son Leo just graduated from high school, but also with his associate degree from Texas Southmost College at no cost at all. Not having that financial burden was so helpful to our family. That's 2 years we did not have to pay for.
All of my TSC credits transferred to UTRGV, and I am so grateful to go into my major debt-free.
Back here, it's 2nd down for the Harlingen South Hawks. Check that for the Cardinals. And a little clock management there on the score clock and the, in this case, the play clock operator weren't in sync, so they just let that thing run down. Welcome to the second quarter. Cardinals going to run it. Montalejano has some room, takes it across the 35. Well, short of a first down. Going to bring up third about 6.
Yeah, he got a pretty good game, got a good push off the middle, and Montalejano was able to get back about 7 yards on there. It's going to make it a better year, 3rd and 7. Still a little bit further out to see what Harlingen comes up right now. I think Joe right here, I don't know about it, I'm going to call it, it's going to be 2-down territory for Harlingen Cardinals.
This early in the ball game, we've already saw the Hawks do that once. And so we'll see what the Cardinals do here if they don't convert on 3rd down. I said 3rd and 7, call it right at 3rd and 7 to go. Handoff, they'll run it short side of the field. Hawks are there, and that's going to go nowhere. Fumble on the play. Looks like the Hawks got it.
Yeah, that looks like Raymond Morales was able to move around the left-hand side. And the fumble, clearly fumble, and the Hawks had to get the ball in pretty good field position, right about the Harlingen 38. I mean, their own 38.
Looks like Jude Garcia was the one that recovered the fumble. There is a player down on that play, and so they'll attend to that. But, wow, celebration time over on the Hawks side. Now each team is forced to turnover. And, again, I think, Joe, we've seen helmets flying off. There's some hard hitting going on for the first game of the year.
Yeah, when these two teams go at it, it's just they're going to go at each other really hard. And you said there's already been a couple of helmets come off, some really good hard hitting, and some good offense and good defense right now on both sides of the ball. But you know what, Joe? The thing is, right now we have a scoreless game. It's 0-0 right now. We've seen both teams able to push down to the opposite to the opponent's field position, and both teams have come away with a turnover deep in their own into the opposition territory. So right now we got a 0-0 game with 11:16 going in their second quarter.
And we talked about it, Joe, that the early part of this game may indeed set the script for the entire game. Were the Hawks going to be they're 1-1 under Israel Gonzalez taking on Manny Gomez. And so this was the one. It's like year 3. We went through the, okay, I'm the new guy here, and I'm taking on the personnel that's with me, and we won. The next year, well, we had to replace a whole lot of bodies, and we did so, and we started on the building trail. Now this year, year 3, this is where I said it to Izzy. He didn't want to take that credit. I was like, this is going to be the first Hawks team we see with the true Izzy personality. And I think the confidence of a scoreless first quarter swings it to that side, but Manny Gomez has been here a lot. He knows what's going on.
He knows what's going on. And Harlingen usually traditionally likes to kind of, I've always said this, kind of, punch you in the mouth, get that score up there, and, get a score or two like they did a couple of years ago, but South was able to come back on that. But Harlingen's reputation is usually, let's get them going, put them down, and let's end this game. But right now we've got, a 0-0 game right here here in the beginning part of the second quarter. Got a good team, we've got some really good defensive plays. There's a player gotten up, and that was number 5, Samuel Montalejano there. Looks like he's doing okay. It's always good to see him walk out in his own power.
Yeah, Montalejano, they got his right arm wrapped up. I'm certain they'll take a look at that. But that was a fumble, and so the Hawks will take over on possession and have the ball at their own 35-yard line. And so now, the early punching has gone on. Now we're not quite to the middle rounds, but we're in those rounds. It's like, okay, now the excitement of being here is over. Now we go to work on what we worked on all week long and all summer long to get ready for this game.
Absolutely.
Hawks on a first down. Anaya appears to be changing the play, takes a high snap, hands the ball off, left-hand side, that's going to be Edwards. Edwards has some room, makes a move, 50, 45, 40, down the sidelines on their left side, and he's got some speed to the 10, to the 5, he's in, touchdown Hawks.
Wow, here we go. That was a good play on the offensive line. Edwards there, running in, running out, and there's a flag.
They threw it behind where he went in the end zone. As he was diving in the end zone, the penalty flag came out. Will they take this score away?
I think it is. It could have been a block in the back. They're going to call that penalty a spot foul, if I'm not mistaken, and move it down there.
I'm going to watch it on the replay here, and we'll see. Edwards, you see him break free in the secondary, and now they've isolated him. Something is thrown right there. There was a flag thrown.
Yeah.
He didn't see why or where, but
For the Harlingen fans, it looks like it's coming back.
if it's a spot foul,
You said Harlingen High. I think he meant to say
yeah.
Harlingen South.
I think he said Harlingen Hawks, but either way, it's taking points off the board. But now it's indeed going to be a spot foul, which was right around the 15-yard line. So that's going to take it out to the 25.
Yes.
And
so you know, the 30, it's a personal foul. It's on the 15. It's going to be 15 yards back. But either way, they're going to get a first down at about the 30-yard line, Joe. If I'm not mistaken, if your calculations are right at 15. Oh no, they nicked the ball. You're right at the 25.
Yeah, they got it to 25. So they're going to call it from the 10, 15-yard penalty back to the 25. So that's where they're at.
Yes, it was a personal foul.
But circle that. Points were on the board for the Hawks.
Alvin Edwards with a great run.
Oh, man, they're not there anymore. It's still a scoreless ball game. And now if you're the Harlingen Cardinal defense, now it's time to take it personal.
Yes.
You got that. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
There's still nothing on the scoreboard. We're going to keep it that way. Hawks, though, back at the 25. They've operated a lot of their offense on this side of the 50-yard line here in the first half so far. First down play here for Anaya. Single back in the backfield, waits. Play clock under 10, takes it, turns, passes it left side. That man's wide open. 12-yard line, caught for a first down to the 10.
Down to the 10, getting a first down. I couldn't get the number on there, and that's number 5, actually, Giselle Ovalle. With a nice catch, Joe, like you said, he was wide open. The ball, he waited for the ball, and he got there, and finally the defender was able to get him. But out of the game, that's going to be a first and goal at about the 9.5-yard line.
Whether that's just outright respect for the wide receiver speed or not, but that defender was a good 10 to 11 yards behind that wide receiver.
I think that was too much respect if you ask me, but he threw the ball across the field, though.
Yeah, first down play and first and goal for the Hawks inside the 10. Handoff up the middle, running hard down to about the 7. And yards will be hard to come by now.
Yes, I think you get here. Oh, they got a couple. And we get a flag going on. There's some punches throwing.
Like I said, it's going to be hard to gain real estate in here. And people will take it personal when they get hit hard.
Yeah, they get hard. I don't know who threw the first punch, but the referee did not take anything for him. He just threw it right away. He's going to try to get control of the game. But regardless, it's going to be half the distance to the goal, or it's going to be 15 yards punt back.
Officials talking it over.
Or it might offset.
Yeah, well, it could be. A lot of times you'll see them do that. It's like you and you, one team, other team. We'll call the flag just so you know we're watching, and we'll just replay the down.
Kind of warning you right now, Joe. Just letting you know, hey, we're not going to take this. We're going to have a good game. We don't want it to get out of hand. And that might be what they did. It might be an offset penalty. I think I would do that. I did see punches on both sides. Don't know who initiated it. But a good way to just do that, just offset it, let you know, hey, we're not going to be taking this anymore.
Officials, in this case, taking control of the ball game.
Yes.
Yeah. So offsetting penalties there.
So we're going to have to just bring all that, ladies and gentlemen out there, all that means is we're going to replay the down in the same spot. It's not going to move either way. It's going to be second down. I'm sure both players got warned. If this happens again, they'll be ejected from the game. But nonetheless, Joe, we I think the refs, like you said, are just trying to get control of the game and trying to stop it.
Hawks ready on a second and goal. They'll shift everyone to the right side. And now they'll run it right side with a lot of blockers down inside the 5 to about the 4.
Oh, that was a good play to the right-hand side by Naya there. Calling his own number. No, I'm sorry. That was Isabel. I think it looked like number 5 that was running the ball.
Direct snap there. Now it's third and goal for the Hawks of Harlingen South. Bunch up, double tight end set now. Quick snap, quarterback keeper inside the 3. Drives forward, is not in.
So what do you do, Joe? This is going to be fourth down. Do you get some points on the board, or do you want to punch it in and try to make a statement right now on the fourth down?
I think they're going to go for it. They went for it on 4th and 8. They wanted to put something in the end zone, and I think that's what they're looking for here.
Harlingen's got they got their big boys up in the line right now, so they're thinking they're going to try to run the middle. I'm seeing a sweeper on the right or left right now. We haven't seen Alvin Edwards since that play. He greatly has some speed, that. Well, here we go. We're going to go for it.
4th down and goal to go for the Hawks. They'll overload the right side once again. And they'll inside pitch, left-hand side. Will he get in? No, sir. A flag happened after the play. Take a look at the replay. The flag happened afterwards. So again, you can see it was an inside pitch, hoping they could catch the Cardinals overloading on that side, but nothing doing. People stayed home.
We got some coaches. I saw Coach Gonzalez out there telling his guys to get back, and I think they want to try to get control of this game. Joe, when these two teams meet, there's just a lot of emotion going on, and sometimes you're going to do things that you might regret on Saturday. Even the coaches right now are kind of pointing at one another.
Wow. I've not seen a lot of that at the Bird Ball, but yeah, you got some coaches that are taunting each other from across the field.
Yes, I think something happened. I saw Coach Gonzalez, come back, and there he is over there with the ref. He still let them something know. He's absolutely mad right now. I don't know exactly why, but he came and told one of the Harlingen coaches to move back, and then all the coaches started getting involved here. And, we've got some emotions going on.
Oh, do we? Manny Gomez, you see him there on your screen, and right now he wants to get to the referees too, but he's like, hey, I got to corral all these guys in red shirts on my sidelines and keep them off the field. We don't need additional penalties because you can get a penalty as a coach.
Yes, absolutely. And we still don't know what the call is. All we know, the ball's at the 2.5-yard line. Either way, Harlingen's going to get the ball. Is it going to be half the distance to the goal, or is it going to go 15 yards or offset again? We've got to try to figure this out here.
There is definitely discussions going on. There's not a referee in the building that's not in this huddle. And Coach Gonzalez down there, Coach Gomez down there, and I'm sure the officials at the very least are going to take the opportunity to say, okay, guys, we're trying to corral 11 on 11 on the field. We don't need to corral 9 on 9 coaches as well as 11 players. And then you got players behind those coaches who, it's hard to tell a kid, stay back when your coaches run out on the field as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was about to say the same thing. It's kind of hard to control your students here and your players if the coaches are going out there. You said you got 11 players out there, you got about 9 coaches out there. And then the other side of the Harlingen Sox, that's 40 people on the field right now going at it.
And a classic embrace there as Manny Gomez and Israel Gonzalez hug it out as they break out of the huddle. Yeah. We'll still wait for the spot because it's either it's going to be Cardinal football, but it's either going to be down there at the 3 or with some breathing room. And this is a big call.
This is a big call right here. There we are. Oh, go to two. That was Shea Garza. He's actually the one that made the play.
He is.
He's the one that, I guess he got a little excited there, Joe. And Shea Garza right there. When he's the one that made the play, got a little help. And I guess it started from there with Shea Garza, number 44 for the Harlingen Cardinals, because he didn't get fooled on that play, though.
So here we thought it was going to be either the 3 or the 18. We didn't talk about half the distance. No. It went further back. It's at the 1.5.
It's at the 1.5 there.
And I believe we had an ejection as well. I think Shea Garza is finished for the day.
That is second one. Oh, he's still out there right here.
He's on the defense, so we'll see if he comes back. He didn't leave the sideline. So.
He's talking to one of the coaches right now. But that still puts the Harlingen Cardinals back very deep.
From the 1.5. And if you saw hard hitting to start this ball game, watch this snap and watch the engagement on the line. Because it's going to be somebody wants to set a tone here. If the Hawks get a safety, oh boy, then that defense has some real belief. But you can also get caught in a trap of coming in too hard. If the Cardinals break something, we could be talking about 90-plus yards the other way.
Absolutely.
First down play, Cardinals just run it. Quarterback lifted in the air, stays on his feet when he lands, down to the 10-yard line. How about that run?
Well, that's a good run. He got a good push, and literally, when I mean push, he got a good push from his offensive line that were actually pushing him. Got stopped right around the 5-yard line, but the offensive line gave
Still second down, but 2nd and 1 now for the Cardinals. Morales under center, takes it, turns, runs right side. This time the Hawks are right there. I don't think he got a first down.
No, we didn't. I think they were just trying to get those couple of yards on that 2nd and 8, and we went right up the middle, and there was just a lot of white jerseys and able to get some penetration and stop the Cardinals for no gain. This is very critical. I think it's very crucial because Harlingen does not get a first down, Joe. South is going to get the ball in really good field position, and we saw the first punch Harlingen threw, and it wasn't really pretty.
And we saw most of this game played on this side of the 50-yard line. Cardinals playing with backs against the wall, if you will. Even when the offense is on the field, they got a long way to stare to get to the other end zone. 3rd down play. And Morales going to keep it, reads, hits, and he's not going to get there.
He's not going to get there. He's going to get about a yard shy. He got a little over a yard, about half a yard to a yard. He needed 2. And they called it as a no gain. No, he got a little closer, but Harlingen's not going to take a chance right here. And with 4th and about a half a yard, I don't think you're going to see that. It's going to give South. They need to get a good punt out of here. So we saw the first time that they punted from their own end zone. Well, not their own end zone, about the same place, right at the line. And he shacked about a 10, 12-yarder.
Looked like they got a super kind spot out of that because the man was stopped and then thrown forward. And they gave him the throw as the spot. But again, like you said, Manny Gomez saying, I don't care if it's 4th and about 5 inches. Look where I'm at on the field.
Maybe see the trickery.
There's a penalty flag for a delay of game. Cardinals will be taxed 5 yards.
That's really kind of a bad call right now. The possession is really very important right now, and you're giving now the punter is going to be kicking. That's number 11, Aiden Cavazos is going to be kicking from his own deep from his own end zone.
Yeah, he's going to be back there with about a step and a half to go back if he has to do any backpedaling whatsoever. So they need a clean snap here. 4th down for the Cardinals. Snap is a good one. The punt is away, right side to the sideline. Good, takes a bounce for the Cardinals across the 50. And how about that punt by Cavazos?
That was a much better punch up than the first punt from Cavazos. Able to get a good bounce, getting it down to about the Hawks 48, 49-yard line. So Hawks are going to start right very close to midfield on their own side. But we've got a good game. I know it hasn't been the offensive games that we know and expect to see from these squads. Right now we've seen a lot of defense right now.
Well, and then again, that may be the energy of these two coaches coming front and center. Both are more than willing to say, we'll be a defensive team if you want to script this as that. That's fine.
And I think, I've heard, Harlingen is one of the things that I've heard, that Harlingen was going to come out with a really good defense. Offense, very young, and possibly, getting better every week. But so far, both defense, in my opinion, have been playing outstanding. Both got a turnover, both punts, and Harlingen's defense, held the Hawks down here in deep in their own territory.
All right, we're going to go to number 1, stay number 8.
First down play.
Go to 1. Go to 3, go to 3.
And a running play for Anaya. He stays on his feet. Got back into Cardinal territory, gained 6.
Yeah, he was looking to throw to Aiden Cavazos, number 11, but he was blanketed pretty good by Andres. I hope I pronounced it right. If anybody can know, Dior, number 6 for the Harlingen Cardinals. Had him like a blanket, so had no other option for Dylan just to throw the ball, because he was looking for a one-on-one with them, and he was trying to get the ball out to him.
There's going to be a penalty at the end of that, which takes it down.
That's a 15-yarder.
Again, Joe, how many snaps have we taken on the Hawks side of the 50 in this first half? Not many.
Not many, yeah.
A couple on the opening drive because they started the drive at the 25. Since then, it's been field position advantage Hawks. Running play this time goes for about a half a yard. That's Trey Kirksey again on the carry.
Yeah, number 42, Craig Kersey going on the left-hand side, picking up about a yard. But Joe, I didn't get to see what really happened. We were talking right now. I didn't even see the yellow flag go up. But nevertheless, though, it was apparently against Harlingen, of course, because they were pushed back 15 more yards.
Yeah, we're going to have to, I guess, watch a little further into the play because there is some extracurricular stuff that has been spotted, has been flagged thus far, and obviously that one happened after the play, which set up this. Now 2nd down, though, 9 yards to go for the Hawks. Kirksey again, left side, nothing.
Actually lost about 2 yards on there. Kirksey worked on the left-hand side. Harlingen Harlingen's defense is a little bit smaller than what they normally have, but very quick to get around the ball. And was able to pursue that real quickly and get about a 2-yard loss out of it. Now it's going to bring about a 3rd and 11, Joe.
Either way, the Hawks are still in deep in Cardinal territory, but the Cardinals need they're looking for that one energizing play that can like set things in motion to like let's make this team play going backwards for a while. Here comes the rush, pass play over the middle, tipped and picked off by the Cardinals. Maybe that's the play.
That's the play, maybe. That's again number 6 that we talked about. I hope I'm saying it right. Andres Stewart, number 6 of the Harlingen Cardinals. They hit about 2 Cardinals before he ended up getting it, though. It was a little bit of a hop around there, but it was nevertheless a turnover by the Harlingen Cardinal defense again, and stopping the Hawks at scoring field position again.
On the replay, brought to you by South Padre Island here on the RSL Network, you see the tip drill going to work. And the Cardinals, again, Joe, I think they just needed something to say, okay, let's get the ball back, but let's not be starting a drive inside our 10. Here we go. Let's see what happens now as they open the playbook up.
Yeah, see now that they're at the 30-yard line, maybe they can open the playbook a little bit different here.
From the 30 on the right hash mark, that's on the Hawks side of the field here at Bogus Stadium. Still daylight here, and we're nearing the first half mark. Running play for Morales to the right side. Not much room out there. He gained 1 or maybe 2.
Now, not much room on there. What I've noticed a little bit about Morales right now is that when he looks, he had a trips on the left-hand side. Looked real quickly, and that's a designated run onto the right-hand side. But Joe, we haven't seen a lot of passing right now from the Harlingen Cardinals.
Nope, but well, again, you're operating so far down in your own territory. One drive starts inside the 10, the other one starts inside the 5. So we'll see if they open it up here a bit. 2nd and 9, this is traditionally one of those passing downs. And we'll see what Morales does. Wants to throw, straight drop back, passes it left side. That's going to be tipped and nearly picked off over there.
Yeah, that was intended for number 8, David Ramos. Did a quick turnaround stop and kind of a timing pattern, but it's a little bit off there. Looks like they're going to bring out a 3rd down, but at least, sometimes you've got to make those passes. You've got to try to keep that defense honest. Whether you make it, I always say, whether you make it or not, take a shot up downfield. Try to stretch that field just a little bit.
Even if you don't get a first down out of this, your punt team should be able to move the Hawks further away from the 50 at the very least. 3rd down, though, the Cardinals want to get a conversion. Looking for what would be their first conversion on 3rd down. Short pass, tipped, caught now at the 30, 35, not going to get a first down despite the efforts out there of Chris Martinez, the receiver. Just too many Hawks.
That was too many Hawks, and I believe that was Aiden Flores, number 10, coming around the sweep there, but only got about 2, maybe 3 yards. But a little bit more. We got about 5 yards there. Number 10, Aiden Flores. But nevertheless, Joe, here we go. They're going to punt again. But what my concern is right now is how's the defense going to respond getting out? It's 3 and out. They eventually get tired. If the offense is not doing its job by staying on the field a little longer.
And you're looking in a game to search for momentum. The first team that scores in this one is going to get a bunch. It's going to be a fake, and it's to the right side, and it's a first down for the Cardinals to the 50-yard line. How about that?
Wow, what a good fake by Aiden Cavazos, the punter. I saw an opening. I don't know if that was design or he just said, hey, I see the right side opening like the right see there. But what we're talking about here, Joe, this is what they need. A little spark, a little something. Get that defense staying off the field right now and getting some momentum going. And see, this is the spark that they need.
And you're right. He saw that right side, there wasn't anybody in a long range of getting to him before he got across that first down yardage.
Yeah, I'm sure they told him, if you see it, take it.
And so now a first down for the Cardinals, and Randy Morales and company was like, all right, we'll use the special teams to maybe vault us into motion here. Still a scoreless game. We're at 4:21 to go here in the first half of play. We're in the second quarter already. Morales pens it left-hand side. Penalty flag on the play back inside the line. Extra effort by Morales over there. Again, they threw Cornegay in as the quarterback. Morales became the receiver, but it goes nowhere. Watch for the flag, though.
And let's see what happens here. Right. There is a flag. And that came on the back, Judge.
Usually when you see a guy reach back and throw a flag right in the middle of all those linemen, That's 99% coming against the offensive line.
Absolutely. That's about that is almost a guarantee.
Camera 3 pan over a bit. Camera 3 pan over. More.
So there was actually on 2 players. On one of them I heard was 66 Anthony Johnson.
And
didn't hear the other player.
54, which is another lineman.
Yes, it was on 2 linemen. Anthony De Leon for the Harlingen Cardinals. Nevertheless, so that's going to take them 15 yards back. Harlingen has been killing themselves with these 15-yard penalties. When they got some momentum going, these things are just killers and stop the drive.
Generally, that's not it's not a hold. So that means that's the illegal block, perhaps underneath, chop block, something was spotted 15-yarder. Still first down for the Cardinals, but now first and eternity. To get a first down, they get to get it to the Hawk 42. They're standing inside their 35. Quarterback gonna throw. Morales spins it, tipped, incomplete.
That was tipped, and he had Aiden Cavazos, number 11, open. I mean, he would have gotten at least close to the original line of scrimmage, maybe about 2 yards shy. But that would have been a good gain to get him back momentum going. Now they got a second in eternity right now. And it's, right now the Harlingen offense is kind of hurting themselves in there right now, Joe, with these penalties that have been going on. And the defense has made some of them as well, too. So you got to give them both sides.
I got to like the size of Galvin Ramirez out there in the defensive backfield, the sophomore for the Harlingen South. While wearing number 10, he's easy to spot when he was out there in that one. Looks to throw again, Morales, waiting. Looks downfield, nothing there, going to have to keep it. Another helmet comes flying off on another hit.
Does that mean he has to come out again, though, right? But again, like you said, that they're getting up there, they're getting some pressure. The Hawks' defensive line is getting right now the win, I think, on Harlingen's offensive line. He had nowhere to go. That was actually a design pass play, Joe. He was looking downfield. It wasn't a design run, and he had nowhere to throw. And so he ended up taking it in for, a 1-yard gain, 1-yard loss, somewhere in the middle there.
Quarterback comes into the game as Drew Cornegay has to replace Randy Morales. Now the Cardinals call a timeout. Now, under those conditions, I'm not certain that Morales has to stay out of the game. They did call a timeout. He may be able to be reinserted here, despite the fact his helmet came off on that previous play.
Well, maybe if the helmet comes off and he's still standing, because he was still standing, other than maybe when it comes off when he got hit and it falls down, maybe that's different. I don't know. We'll find out.
How about this crowd here? You see the student section over there on the Hawks side of things from across the field, but the Cardinals section here, our left-hand side, is equally energetic.
Oh, yeah.
Here tonight at Bogus Stadium. Cane's Chicken, one of the sponsors here for Harlingen at Bogus Stadium. Want to make sure we give a shout-out in their direction. We appreciate everyone that's assisting us in broadcasting our games on the RSL network. Harlingen and Harlingen South with their own channels tonight. Welcome to the South Channel. We've had a lot of action on the Harlingen channels thus far, and wanted to open it up with a big broadcast here for the Hawks here at Bogus Stadium. First down play, or make that a third down play for the Cardinals. Morales was allowed to stay in the game. He's got some room here in the secondary. He's still on his feet. Left-hand side makes a man miss. That's near first down territory.
He's going to be about a yard shy, Joe. He had a lot of room out there. I think South was actually anticipating a pass play, and they probably told him, hey, if you see him go deep, you go. And that's exactly what happened. He's going to be about a yard shy. Yard and a half. I might say they go for it, Joe.
Well, if they go for it and get it, boy, they get momentum. But they could at least finally get this thing scripted where now we'll get the Hawks deep in their territory, and let's see how they operate.
Yeah. But, I think right now the way it's looking is the defense has been playing very well for Harlingen.
Morales in the ball game is surrounded. Shifts to an empty backfield, and the Cardinals will burn a timeout. We'll keep it right here and discuss the options here. Fourth and a couple. Boy, you could get this Red Sea right below us up and roaring if you get a first down here if you're the Cardinals.
I think right now it's a 0-0 game right now. I do think that I think they're going to come up with some kind of trickery. It looks like it.
They've already had a fake punt during this drive. And the Cardinals talking it over. Meanwhile, the Hawks are over there on the other side saying, all right, well, they faked a punt. What are they going to do here? The guessing game. There's the crowd I was talking about. That sea of red in there. How about that student section right there? I know Jason got some shots of that. But there's some energy, and there's that sea of red. They get a first down here. That place, this will rock right here.
It's going to be rough. It is. Fourth down. This could be, some change in momentum right now. It could be a game changer. Who knows? With 3:04 left to play in the second quarter, I don't think Harlingen wants to give the ball back to South.
Oftentimes, I refer to it as the circle the snap moment. This is one of those circle the snap moments. Potential. Fourth down, Cardinals do keep Morales in at quarterback, appears to be going for it, and will. Runs it, right side, got a first down and more. Morales is going to go, no flags, see you later. Fourth down, touchdown, 44-yard run.
Wow, that was a good 44-yard run, which was a quarterback delayed draw. Joe, I don't think he got touched, though. That hole opened up so wide that he just took it and untouched. We said if they scored or just converted the first down, that the crowd was going to get alive, and right now they're alive.
Cardinal flags are out, running down the track after Morales takes it 44 yards.
And that was I was going to give credit number 77, Steve Lopez. He really created a scene there for them to run.
Extra point for the Cardinals. Fake, looking for a two-point conversion, not going to get it.
Catching the ball there from Naya there, and this is what kind of you want to just kind of get them. They're not no hunting right now. They want to go. They want to get this thing moving.
Make that an 8-yard gain. So 2nd and 2 for the Hawks. Anaya is ready. 5 receivers set, 3 of them to the far side of the field over there on the Hawks side, which is the left of the right-handed quarterback. Looks to throw that way. Does on the receiver screen. Block is delivered. First down out across the 35 to about the 38.
Yeah, that was the Apostles again. Number 11 for the Harlingen South Hawks. Able to get the first down, move the chains, stop the clock there until the chains come in. So they're moving the ball here with 2:12.
Good seal block out there as well on the other wide receivers, turning into blockers to allow those yards after the catch. We'll go under 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Hawks send a man in motion. That's Ovalle. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Hit hard, stays on his feet, drives forward. Now the push gets him right to about the 45. That's good enough for about a 5-yard gain.
He got hit.
Oh, he did.
He made a good hit, and I believe it was number 44 against Shea Garza. They're going to hit each other right now, Joe.
Minute 39 and counting here in the first half. Hawks again trying to march. Amaya is ready. Takes a low snap, drops back, looks to throw, wants a bundle. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 20 to the 15. It's a first down for the Hawks.
That was number 11, David Cavazos again. That's just like his primary weapon right here. Got the ball down to about the 17, 16-yard line. Moving the chains with 122. The clock stops, so they set in motion again. But good move right now for Harlingen offense, Hawk offense right now.
Well, the spot man on the chain gang got there, so they cranked up the clock, despite the fact that the other guys on the chain gang are not in position until right now. 12 seconds went off the clock right there. Hawks, I did too. Hawks have 2 timeouts remaining. We're at a minute to go here in the first half. Anaya is ready. Turns, hands it off. Cardinals are there and make a big play.
That was David Sanchez right there. He met also number 9 for the Harlingen College, Jacob Ortiz. 9 on 9 right there. 9-man night. And right there, it was a good 4 or 5-yard loss. And Harlingen South is going to take a timeout, Joe.
Hawks have to burn a timeout. They've got one of those left in their pocket. And, Joe, I would say, wow, this is an opportunity. But realistically, they've been here 3 times already this game, and they still have a 0 on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. And right now, it seems like Harlingen is kind of that defense that, loosens up a little bit. When they get down inside the 20-yard line, they don't break.
So
they
now,
a little bit, but don't break.
Now the question is, earlier they went for it. If they get to a 4th down, do they bring the field goal unit in and say, we want points on the board to head to halftime?
I think you do. I really believe that this is, 6-3, you're not down 7-3 anymore. 6-3 is a field goal away to tying it up after the first field goal. So I think with that missed point, I think you've got to go and get those points.
True.
You don't want to go down. You don't want to go in at halftime with a goose egg on there with a 0 score. I think you've got to put some points on the board.
6-0 is your score. There was a touchdown in this game, but there was an extra point that was missed. 2nd down and 14 to go. And another timeout called. This time the Cardinals want to talk it over, and that's their final timeout.
That's their final timeout. Maybe he called just to get the right play in, be a little tired, and maybe he wants to get him a little bit of energy right now, get him going, get him strengthened up a little bit because those 45 seconds can make a difference.
Discussion time on the sideline. You see both huddles there. Good cram at work of getting both of them in the frame. If you could get an aerial shot of this, it would be one of those beautiful scenes of seeing Bogus Stadium packed to the gills on the home side and the visitor side. Still a little room if you wanted to sit down in this facility, but I do know they announced a sellout of this thing.
Yeah, sometimes they just maybe decide to watch it on real close.
Hey, that happens.
That happens. Right now we're still, Joe, in the 100-degree weather, and maybe it's like, what, air conditioning. I want to watch the game in my big screen TV.
And again, there were question marks as to how good either one of these teams were going to be, and so it's like I'll wait and see. They'll come rolling in if somebody gets on a roll. Here we go. Second down play for the Hawks, and they'll run it up the middle down to about the 15 again, back near the original line of scrimmage, but they're going to have to hurry now or burn that final timeout. Hawks to the line on third down. Overload the left-hand side.
Small trick coming out, Joe. But, right now, whatever's happening at the time is running out.
Clock running. Under 30 to go.
That was about 13 seconds right there.
Under center is Anaya. Now he shifts back, and the Hawks have to burn a timeout.
All that time wasted. They had 50 seconds, some seconds. They burned about 20-something seconds, 24, 25 seconds. All that to call a timeout.
And now you go back to that spot after getting a big first down. They had to wait for the chain gang to get into position. The officials weren't going to let the snap happen, but yet the clock was running.
The clock was running, and right now with this trickery on this, whatever this play was, it knocked about 24 seconds off the clock too. And then they ended up calling a timeout. So a little bit of confusion maybe. I don't know, but that's about 30 seconds, 40 seconds when you count that other play and this play lost right quick, Joe.
Still third down.
But nonetheless, we got a great ball game here. We got a good ball game here going on, and Harlingen's up right now. It's 6-0, 23.3 seconds left to play. At halftime, Hawks have the ball down about the 15-yard line, and it is a third down play, Joe. We just talked about the clock management sort of saying, and we've lost a couple of seconds, on that other play you were talking about with the change movie, and then this trickery here happened. Nonetheless, just 23 seconds left, no more timeouts, so you're going to have to see passes.
Third down, I did fix that audio issue. I had you close enough to me that my mic was picking both of us up. Now you can hear the difference.
I can hear it, yeah.
I can hear you a lot clearer, Joe Martinez. We'll have you for the second half for sure. Third down play here for the Hawks. Again, no timeouts remaining. Got to get a first down. You may not get another snap. Quarterback Anaya is chased. Looks, delivers a pass, incomplete. That'll stop the clock.
That'll stop the clock. That was Adrian Lascano, number 13, running around and giving him some pressure and made him dump the ball off. So here's the question, Joe. It's fourth down, 16 seconds left. Do you go for it or do you bring the kicking team in? I say you bring the kicking team in right now, and I think it's time to put some points on the board and maybe go down by 3 points at halftime. That's my opinion there.
Fourth down play for the Hawks. Well, it answered the question as to would the Hawks bring the field goal unit in or not.
Here we go. We got a penalty here, and it's going to look like the play clock ran out. There's no timeout, so I think that was a delay of game here, Joe. Yep, it's a delay of game, and that's going to send them back 5 more yards. And, it's a little bit of clock management again that we talked about, Joe.
That means that
in case you wondered, is Joe Bowling, Joe Martinez here.
Yeah, that means they're going to have to.
They're going to go for it, though. That's the thing. They're going to go for it now. They got 5 more yards to go back. Here we go. This is going to be it. This is the play of the half. And Anaya's going to throw. He's going to throw it to number 1.
It's caught. Sanchez to the 10. Will not get in, and that will close out. Well, it won't. It'll give the Cardinals the ball back.
With 8.6 seconds, that was Luis Orozco catching the ball. But that was number 40. Two for the Harlingen Cardinals. That was Joel Chavarin. Well, he got slammed without his helmet, and that
interest and passions. Within the 12 academies, there are 42 certifications that will aid students in getting a head start on a career upon graduation. Become HCISD proud and enroll today.
Saw there on the split screen, there was a pass play there.
Yeah, it looks like we had a little bit of movement on South, maybe, or was it a false start on Harlingen? We'll see what the referees have, but there was definitely some movement.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Cardinals.
Oh, they're going to call a timeout again.
And another timeout. That gives me a chance to take a break. I'm trying to fix some stuff on the magic side of the back side of this thing. Back right after this.
At Harlingen CISD, college, career, community ready is more than just a saying. We've created 12 academies to provide students with access to fields of study that best fit their interests and passions. Within the 12 academies, there are 42 certifications that will aid students in getting a head start on a career upon graduation. Become HCISD proud and enroll today.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero.
We are back here, and we're ready to continue play here in the third quarter of play. It's 2nd and 10 for the Harlingen Cardinals. Man in motion goes left to right. Grande keeps it, hands it off now on a delay, and that's going to go for a few yards out across the 32 to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of confusion there with Grande giving it the handoff to David Sanchez, and was able to still get about 3-4 yards out of this, though, but it looked like it was a little bit going either it's going left, it's going to go right. But either way, they got the ball off and were able to get some positive yards. It's going to bring out a 3rd and 7 right here.
First drive of the second half belongs to the Cardinals. On this third down play, Grande turns, wants to throw, hit in the backfield. Football loose, and the Hawks recover.
Wow, he got hit, but they're going to get the turnover on there. Yeah, I thought they might have gotten a face mask on him, I guess they didn't see it or call it. But either way, it's going to be a turnover, Hawk ball. Hawks going to get the ball at about the 28, 29-yard line. And, Joe, we talked about possession, and possession is something that South has been dominating in there. They've gotten the ball, very deep or in midfield. They've gotten the ball really well able to get the ball again in the Cardinal territory.
Puts him at the Cardinal 29, and welcome again to our broadcast here. We're watching on Real Sports Live. You're also now tuning in to the Harlingen YouTube channel. And so welcome aboard. We are doing some crazy stuff in the background to make this work. Hawks with a pass play. Intercepted by the Cardinals, and a turnover right back.
Right back, Joe. I couldn't see the number right there, but he threw it right at him. If he didn't get tripped up, Joe, that was a pick 6 on there. Harlingen Cardinals, that was number 3. That is Julius Garza for the Harlingen Cardinals. Get the ball back. That's got to hurt the Harlingen South. Getting the ball again is what we talked about, getting the ball deep in Cardinal territory, and Joe coming out with nothing again.
And nothing again to show for it on the scoreboard except for now a celebration on the Cardinal side. And I talked about big plays is going to get this crowd rolling. And right now the Sea of Red is starting to come to life as the Cardinal offense makes their way back out on the field.
Oh, yeah, it's coming back on the field right now. The momentum looks like it just shifted. So the Harlingen Cardinals right now maybe get a little bit momentum. Got to get some big plays, Joe. Got to get some points on the board because it's still anybody's ball game right now. It's a one-possession game.
One possession with a 6-0 game, 9 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play from Bogus Stadium. Opening game of the 2023 football season. Grande hands it off. Open room this time for the Cardinals. Out across the 45. That's a first down. Fumble on the play. Was it blown dead first?
I think it was blown dead, but either way, you got to hold on to that ball. and make sure, because right now turnovers are happening on both sides of the ball here. We had one turnover right now and then right back to another side. So right now you got to hold on to the ball. I know this is the first game, Joe, but these are some of the things you got to get going and correct.
Brings up another first down for the Cardinals. Again, they took the opening kickoff and are on the move now out across their 44 to the 45-yard line.
Another fumble.
Another fumble on the play, and there's a pileup. Will it be another turnover in this ball game? We'll see.
It looks like the Harlingen Cardinals got the ball back, but that was an exchange from Cornegie in the center right there. Look, and there's a little bit of scuffle. The referees are pointing to. That means second down. No.
Well, they held up two fingers indicating second down. Doesn't matter who has it now. They've already said second down.
Yeah, once the referees call, that's it. And right now they called number 2. That means a second down. So Harlingen gets the ball back. But again, we're seeing turnovers here and there, and they've got to eliminate them on both sides right now. A little bit of sloppy football, Joe. Maybe that's why we got a 6-0 ball game.
Stays second down. Possession stays in the hands of the Cardinals with this 6-point lead here in this third quarter of play. Cornegie hands it off. Tackle made there. Nice job on the defensive end, Chris Martinez.
Yeah, I believe that was Nate Gonzalez running the ball. I think that was number 23. Yeah, Nate Martinez running the ball. Getting about 2 yards. At least he's getting some positive yards right now. It's an inside handoff right now. Right now the time is starting to become maybe a factor. Harlingen is moving the ball with 7:44 left to play in the third.
Brings up a third down, another third and long for the Cardinals, and they've converted on a couple here in this opening drive. Cornegie to throw, isolated, lets it go. It's caught. First down and inside the 40-yard line for the Cardinals. The chains move again.
The chains are moving again, and I believe that was number 10, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Aiden Flores. Yeah, that's I think it was what it was. I couldn't tell the
Flores is over here to our side. It was Sanchez on the far side,
Yeah,
Adam Sanchez.
Yeah, regardless, it was a great dump and run pass. Right now, gotten a first down at the 39-yard line.
Cornegie in at quarterback on this drive. We'll tell you why in a moment. On this first down play, he takes another snap. Hands it off up the middle on a read. Ball carrier hangs onto the football, gets out across the 42. Again, Joe Martinez. Cornegie in because Morales went out. He had his helmet knocked off more than once, and he came up injured prior to this drive.
Yeah, we see them. And right now, Cornegie's taking the job. He's taking the helm and doing a pretty good job. He's got, roll around, and he can throw the ball. I think he's got a little bit stronger arm than Morales. Morales has probably got the speed on him. So it's kind of a, two different type of quarterbacks right now.
Brings up a second down for the Cardinals. Morales, or Cornegie that is, takes it, hands it off. That's going to be about a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, that was a good play. And then right there, the defense has made a good stop. Right now, Harlingen is moving the ball. Sometimes they're getting big pieces. Sometimes they're getting small pieces. But either less, that was a good play, getting positive yards. But now we've got about a 3rd and 3 to go. Let's see what happens.
Give a mention to Noah Huerta that time on the carry. It is third down. Now 3 yards to go for the Harlingen Cardinals. Once again, they've had the ball nearly half of this third quarter, and they still have it, needing a first down here with 3rd and 3. Cornegie takes it, hands it. Huerta again. This time he's hit, will not surge forward, and so it's a third down play.
It's a third down play. I think they're going to have to go for it, Joe. I think it's a little bit too far to, for a field goal. I think Harlingen's going to talk it over probably or go for it. But right now it's 4th and short, and they've got to come up with something right now. They're running the middle with Huerta down in the middle right now, but it's not getting any yards, maybe 1 or 2. They've got to come up with a decent play here to get some open up that defense a little bit.
For the Hawks, we saw them go for it on 4th down a couple of times early in this ball game. About this spot is one of the times they went for it. Cardinals could really take a lot more time off this clock. They get another first down here, Joe, and any wind in your sails coming into the second half taken out by this drive, which is now elongated by a timeout.
Yeah, I believe that right now. They're going to talk it over right now. But if Harlingen can come in and get a first down, and the way they're moving the ball, they're not doing big plays. They're just kind of chunking it down, 3 or 4 plays and get a first down. That could be a good factor for right now for the Harlingen South defense, who has been on the field quite a bit. Actually, the whole second half, if I'm not mistaken. They only had a 1-play rest, I believe.
Yeah, again, the Cardinals took the opening kickoff, ended up turning the ball over, but 1 play later, the defense takes it right back and puts the offense on the field, and that's it. We saw the Hawks offense on the field so far here in the third quarter. one snap.
Yeah, it's one snap. And here we go. We're going to line it up right here. This is going to either, get the Cardinals momentum going. I think right now the Cardinals need something to go, and I'd like the call. I like the call. They're going to go for it here in about a 4th and 3, 4th and 4 maybe.
No, they brought a field goal unit in to attempt what will be a 51-yard field goal attempt. Watch this.
And he's a lefty.
Out of the hold of Aiden Cavazos. 51-yard field goal attempt for the Cardinals. Ball down, kick up. Not going to get there.
That's going to be well short. That's going to be short about by 10 yards. I don't know if I like that call, but you got to respect it. Maybe the kid has a leg that we hadn't seen yet. And but otherwise, I think I would have gone for it, Joe. What do you think?
I'm not sure. It was certainly opportunity knocking there. You want to maintain control of the football. Now the Hawks offense comes on the field. Cardinals protecting a 6-0 lead. And, again, that missed extra point will get bigger and bigger if this score stays 6-0 down the stretch.
Yeah, it's going to get bigger, especially when it comes to fourth quarter. If it's still 6-0, yeah, it's going to get bigger and bigger. But the defense got to do something. We got to make a kind of come through here for the Harlingen Cardinals again.
Hawks offense runs the ball. Cardinals defense right there. Nothing doing.
Yeah, that was, I believe that was 14, number Alvin Edwards, which we haven't seen the ball. He hadn't gotten the ball since that touchdown that was taken away, if I'm not mistaken. But guys got speed and ran around the last time in first half, so hopefully they'll maybe use him a little bit more right now, Joe.
Yeah, he broke a huge run, dove into the touchdown, and then there was a block in the back called behind his dive. As his dive was happening into the end zone, a block in the back occurred, which meant nothing on opening some room for him. He'll run again, this time a little harder run, gains 3. 3rd and long coming up for the Hawks.
Yeah, that was David Sanchez running up the middle again and get about 3-4 yards. It's going to make it about a 3rd and 5. So right now, another key play for the Harlingen South, Joe. I think they've got to get the defensive rest. They've got to make some plays here and make the first down.
Hawks on a 3rd and 5. Look to throw. Pass it. Left sideline. That's overthrown, incomplete.
Yeah, he had 2 defenders on there. He had 2. One. It was one short, one on the top. Didn't look like he was going to hit the ball, but it looks the offense is staying on the field right now on a 4th down. Now it looks like they're bringing the punt unit. But right now, Joe, they're going to get back to the ball to the Cardinals. The offense, the Hawk defense has been on the field the majority of the time. See if that plays a factor right now. Now that the Cardinals are getting the ball right back.
Yeah, you start talking about things like conditioning in week 1 when you're asked to go out there extended periods of time on the field. Hawks punting it away. Cardinals send a man back inside the 30 on the return. It's a good snap. The punt is away. It's a low punt. Away from the return man. Takes a Hawk bounce. About the 32. Goes out of bounds there. Well, actually about at the 35. That's where the Cardinals will take over.
Yeah, the Cardinals are going to take over at the 35-yard line. So now this is a good chance right now to, wear down that defense. There's 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Harlingen, the way the offense is, the way the offense right now, Joe, is scripted to be, they're not a big play offense right now. At least that's not what we've seen. They like to just beat you down 2 or 3 plays, get a first down, 2 or 3 plays, get a first down. And it looks like they want to wear down that defense.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Cardinals from the 35-yard line. Again, this Cardinal offense directed by Drew Cornegay, who's in the game here in the second half. Cornegay, 3 receivers on that left-hand side, single receiver to the short side of the field, looks to run. Cornegay hit, got away from a tackler. Football is loose. Another fumble in this ball game. Looks like the Cardinals get it back.
The Cardinals do get it back right now, and there's just a lot of, and one of them looks like he's down. Looks like one of the Harlingen Cardinals are down. He went down. But, the blocking, he was already, as soon as he got the ball, Joe, he was getting chased for his life there. So that defensive line is doing a heck of a job there.
On the RSL Network, we'll be right back.
At Harlingen CISD, college, career, community ready is more than just a saying. We've created 12 academies to provide students with access to fields of study that best fit their interests and passions. Within the 12 academies, there are 42 certifications that will aid students in getting a head start on a career upon graduation. Become HCISD proud and enroll today.
Hija, tomorrow you can see.
We are back here at Bogus Stadium in Harlingen, Texas. Joe Bowling, Joel Martinez to my left-hand side. Doing a little magic here in a cross-promotion of the broadcast. Welcome those on YouTube, on the HCISD YouTube channel. And on the RSL Network, thanks for tuning in on the Hawk channel. Second down play for the Cardinals. Cornegay takes it. Slings a pass left side. Sanchez with a catch. Uses a block. Gets across the 40. Sanchez across the 50-yard line.
Got a good block there, Joe. Was able to get the first down as well. And this is exactly what Harlingen wanted, is get those first downs and keep that clock, keep it running, and see if they can wear down that defense. But a heck of a run, heck of a pass by Cornegay there for Adam Sanchez, number 1 for the Harlingen Cardinals.
We have another player shaken up on the play, back about the 45-yard line. Looks like this is one of the Hawks that goes down. Joe, from the opening kickoff, we saw a helmet knocked off, and the hard hitting hasn't stopped at all.
No. You know, and one of the things that I've noticed from, opening day last year we saw a lot of cramps. And I hope that's what that is. I hope it's nothing serious. But, yeah, Joe, you've seen a lot of hard hits. You've seen a lot of guys go down, some conditioning, But the hard hits right now on both sides of the field, you've seen Harlingen, both teams right now with some, getting hit. Helmets are coming off. But it's a great game going on, a defensive game going.
Yeah, the question marks coming into the season, where were the holes going to be filled with players? We knew both teams had talent, and both teams were eager to get this season underway, and both had sights set on some postseason play, and I'm not disappointed thus far on either side yet.
Yeah, not either. It's been a great offensive game. I mean, a defensive game. Right now, what you're seeing a lot of these two teams are just going at it. I didn't think we would have a 6-0 ball game going with 3:22 left to play, but this is not the same team anymore, Joe. Every year it changes. Harlingen lost about 17, 18 players last year due to graduation. So right now they're doing a pretty good job. The defense has been doing a heck of a job playing right now, holding them South down to 0. So let's see.
Cardinals at home this week, and they'll be right back here next week when Mercedes comes to town. Their first road trip will be at Mission Veterans, and then they bring Laredo United. So 3 of the first 4 games this season for the Cardinals right here at Bogus Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, well, the United, they're at home, but they're usually in Roma, if I'm not mistaken.
Neutral. Okay.
Neutral. They get that neutral territory. So, yeah, that kind of not – get to see the home game down here at Bogus Stadium. Not get to call the game down here, Joe. But nevertheless, we got a good game. And the Mercedes Tigers come in next week?
Next week, here come the Tigers. And they got some question marks, too, but it looks like that they, too, have a talented bunch coming through the ranks.
Well, I haven't seen, watching the game since I've been doing this for a few years now, and I have not gotten to see the Mercedes Tigers and the Harlingen Cardinals. So it'll be something exciting to watch next week.
I was in Mercedes last year when the Cardinals got well and put up a big number.
Yes.
First down play here for the Cardinals. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cornegay going to keep it. He's looking for a block. Has to run through a tackler. He's well short of a first down, but on a first down run, he gets 3.5.
Yeah, and I think it was expected Adam Sanchez to get that block in and push in the inside so he can run right behind him, but it looks like he went around the outside. Nevertheless, though, he's still got about 5 yards, and he's showing he can run as well, too. We talked about how Morales is more of a runner, but Cornegay showed some legs here.
Second down and 5 yards to go for the Cardinals. We're under 3 to go here in this third quarter play. Cornegay passes to Sanchez. Sanchez makes a man miss, takes on another, gets down. Should be another first down for the Cardinals, and the chains will move again.
Yes, they're going to move again. And again, Sanchez with his nice little 4 or 5 yard plays and converts them into first downs. And that's exactly what you want to see, is just take these little bits and pieces and try to wear down that Hawk defense.
Well, they got an unkind spot now.
Yes, I was going to say.
The marker man said it's third down.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
No, one guy said third, one guy had said, but it's a first down, ladies and gentlemen, at about the 38-yard line. Right now, Harlingen's moving. If they can put some points on the board, it's going to be very difficult for South to come back.
First down for the Cardinals. Again, most of this third quarter has been the Cardinal offense on the field. Cornegay steps through the traffic. Got got into the about the 35-yard line. That looked like it was going to be a loss. He turned it into a gain.
Yeah, he did turn it into a gain. He had a little bit of pressure coming around the left-hand side for the Harlingen South. I think they were putting on a blitz. It did look like a loss, but ended up getting about, well, no, it looks like we got a flag. We didn't get to see the flag here.
Another one of those penalties, and Joe, we talked about it. That was one of the things to talk about at the halftime locker room. Penalties hurt the Cardinals more than it did the Hawks.
It's hurting the Harlingen Cardinals right now. Right now, you're looking at a 2nd and 5, and now you're looking at a 1st and 20. So it looks like it was a holding call. But these are the things that you got to eliminate. Yes, it's the first game, Joe. We do expect some mistakes, but these are the things that you've got to work on right now and eliminate as the season progresses.
Drew Cornegay is ready. Takes a snap. Looks, here comes the pressure. Gets rid of it on a screen pass, incomplete.
That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Well, they blew it dead. There's a lot of excitement on the Hawks side, but that's incomplete.
That should be an incomplete pass because it was a pass. They were trying to set up the screen here, allowing some of the players. Now, if he would have caught the ball, he did have some room up there. He had a little bit of room up front to gain about 5 to 8 yards on there. But we got another South player down.
Yeah, this time the way they're dealing with that, it is definitely cramps.
Yeah.
You telltale sign when they grab the toes and the heel at the same time and stretch you out. That's cramping.
Yeah, that's that calf tightening up right now. And this is what you expect. Playing right now, it's humid. It's about 90-something degrees outside. It's humid. I mean, nowadays, the Cardinals practice early in the morning now, so they don't get to see the sun. They practice in the afternoon, weightlifting and watching film and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of it's done, in the morning, and I understand why. But when it comes to game time, Joe, sometimes those cramps are going to come out, and as the season progresses, it'll get a lot better.
Just over 2 minutes left here in the third quarter of play. Third quarter dominated in possession by the Cardinals, which is a coin flip from the first half, which most of the first half was dominated by Hawk possession in Cardinal territory.
Absolutely, and it's been that way. But right now we don't have no points on the board to show for. Cardinal defense has bended a little bit, but they haven't broke. And right now, Harlingen, that's number 7, and I'm glad he's up. That's Jude Garcia for the Harlingen South. And it looks, Joe, like you said, it was a cramp. But going back what you were saying, possessions, Harlingen's had the possessions inside and haven't put anything on the board yet. And Harlingen right now is facing a big 2nd and 20, and about 25 actually. It looks like about 20, 25. Other than that, though, the penalties have been hurting Harlingen as they're moving the ball. Then they use something to wipe them back 10 or 15 yards.
The big difference again was that the first half when the Hawks had possession, a lot of it was deep in Cardinal territory. One drive inside the 10, another drive inside the 5, and they had a touchdown call back. A lot of possession there. Most of this being played between the 25-yard lines up and down the field. Right now about the midfield area. Cornegay takes a snap. Drops back, steps up, looks to throw still, delivers. Downfield, man wide open, caught, 20-yard line, see you later. Touchdown, Cardinals double their score. They're up 12-0.
Wow, what a pass. That's number 10, Aiden Flores. Is a sophomore for the Harlingen Cardinals. Ran a slant wide open. Cornegay on the run threw a bullet at him and threw it on stride, and a great catch on sophomore Aiden Flores for the Harlingen Cardinals. Now, Joe, what do? Do you go for 2, or do you just go at try to get that extra point?
Well, you can get caught chasing that extra point forever if you want to, but I think Manny Gomez will just kick it in. But nonetheless, you got to love what Cornegay did to sell that. He stepped up in the pocket first and then gave the impression he's going to run, and then checked up and delivered that on the money spot to the wide open receiver.
Absolutely, and exactly that's what he did, and he did it on the run, Joe, which for somebody in high school, that's got to be really hard and difficult. Great job from Cornegay right now to hit Aiden Flores on stride and getting a touchdown for the sophomore.
$12-0 Cardinals and extra point.
Well, it looks
like
a
timeout first.
They called a timeout right now. I've never seen that done. And I guess they want to talk it over. Maybe they want to put the extra 2 on there. But right now, Joe, the way the Harlingen defense is playing, I just throw that 1 point on there because they've shut down the Harlingen South. Now South has been moving the ball on Harlingen, but the score says 0, and right now you got to go with the defense. And Hawk defense has been out there quite a bit. About 90% of this quarter has been on the Hawk defense. So Harlingen doing a great job by capitalizing there on a long 2nd and 20.
Well, somebody did a head count, and then realized there was a man MIA. And during that timeout, they scanned the sidelines and found number 13, who heads out there for the Cardinals. And so we'll give a mention to Adrian Lascano, who's in on this extra point team. And it's a full house backfield for the Cardinals on this extra point. They'll shift out of it. Empty backfield now on this 2-point conversion. And they'll run it. And they will not get it.
No, it looked like there was a little bit of opening there, but it got shut down really quickly. Oh, that's going to be a flag. Oh, hit his head. Oh, without a helmet.
Yeah, there is a lot of extracurricular stuff going on right now, which you can see on the screen. It all started with a big stack up there between players, and then you did see it. 2 players engaged and just kind of slammed the player down. Now another flag
now the
as
coaches.
the coaches get into it.
Well, that was number 42 for the Harlingen Cardinals. That was Joel Chavarin. Well, he got slammed without his helmet, and that could be very dangerous, Joe, because that turf is pretty hard right now, and if he hit his head, and you know, that just fired up the Harlingen Cardinals. And the coach is getting involved as well too, and there's multiple penalties, and I know there's going to be some on the coaches as well.
And it all came after a 2-point conversion was stopped by the Harlingen Southhawks. So don't get lost in that fact that I told you can get caught up in chasing extra points, and a couple of scores later you're looking up, and you wish you had those points back just as extra points kicked through the uprights.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was thinking as well, too, is, you had that extra point, and you went for the 2. Both times it failed. We got a 12-0 ball game here, but, this is the things that you're going to see when you see 2 schools from the same town. The heated, a lot of emotions right now, especially South right now losing, and they're losing, 12-0, and that, there's a lot of emotions that are going on right now. Harlingen's fired up.
Well, they are. They're up 12-0. It's one of those things, a byproduct of 2 football programs that are starting to climb the ladder. And I don't want to call it equal status yet, but the Hawks are certainly moving their way up the ladder into competitive football here at Bogus Stadium.
Well, they have been very competitive today. They've been very competitive today. They've just made mistakes down at the stretch. They've got 1 touchdown that was taken away from them, Joe. I mean, they've moved the ball on Harlingen inside the 20 twice. They elected to go for it and came away with nothing. They have been it's been a competitive game no matter what the score says. It's been a competitive game, and right now the Harlingen Cardinals are up 12-0. I think the refs right now are just trying to sort out what's happening, what's going on.
Well, there's 7 of them out there. There are 5 yellow flags on the field. So that gives you an indication that they're first of all talking, well, who didn't throw a flag? If you didn't see something out of all that, then I want to know what you saw because 5 of them will go pick up flags. There was plenty to throw flags out of this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 flags on there, yeah.
7 referees, 5 flags. Who didn't throw a flag on that? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I was thinking, I didn't do the count till right now when you mentioned there were 7, Joe, but yes, there's only 5 flags down there. And, yeah. Yep, I'm trying to see if I see anything else, but no, we see if anybody out there can let us know.
Well, we know 1 flag was thrown right about the time the play ended. Then a second flag when the 2 teams really got into it. A 3rd flag as they were peeling away, and then another flag thrown way out here beyond the 20-yard line, and that was definitively a couple of coaches going back and forth. Here come the calls.
That is Tyson Tatum, number 55. The ref just announced, Joe, that he's out of the game. It might have been the one that threw that guy down.
Probably was the one that delivered the body slam. And they give a sideline warning to the Cardinal coaches and the Hawks coaches. They could have done that about 3 times in this ball game already.
Absolutely. What happens when you get another after that? Do you get penalized?
The next one is if they throw a flag for any reason whatsoever on a sideline, then they penalize yardage. They can throw a flag, and I've seen it. I saw it last night at Sam Stadium. You'll see it often, where they'll be like, hey, get in line, throw a flag, and you know what happens the next time. And your head coach generally, if that's against the assistants, the head coach, like in this case Manny Gomez, Israel Gonzalez, turns around and is like, okay, cool it. I'll run out on the field if we need somebody to run on the field. I'll get in the referee's eyes, but you don't.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be, again, like we were talking about in the beginning of the game. I'm going to be focusing on the 11 guys that are on the field and what I need to call as I see what the opponent has. I don't want to be worrying about what I'm calling as far as where are my coaches behind me and what are they doing.
Yeah, exactly. And then, when you see all the coaches going out there, it almost looks like they want to brawl each other as well. I mean, I know they're not, but it just looks like, hey, you start seeing some people throwing, hey, you did this, your guy did that, my guy did this.
And here you go. You see it. Manny Gomez says, I want all my coaches right here in front of me. Israel Gonzalez, I want all my coaches right here in front of me. And like I said, they want to worry about the football game. They don't want to worry about what's happening behind them because there's a lot that can go on in a game. When you're dealing with, in this case, the Cardinals in the black jerseys, you don't want to worry about the red shirts.
Right.
Hawks, same thing. White jerseys, green shirts, stay in check.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what we're thinking. And you're right, Joe, exactly what Manny Gomez and Izzy is telling their coaches. Guys, we can't let this get out of hand. I don't want anybody running over there. I just want us to we'll fix this. Manny and I will go out there and fix this.
And again, they coached together. Israel came up through the Manny ranks, if you will, and spent some time at Lyford, built that program into some successful seasons, and then arrived back here at the Hawks. And you knew right then and there that the Hawks' complexion was going to ramp up, and indeed it has. So now it's response time. Cardinals scored. They led 6-0. They doubled that up. They're up 12. Response time, if you're the Hawks, this is where you have to dig your deepest because you need to react, you need to score, you need to get this back to a one-score game, and it probably needs to happen this possession.
Absolutely, it does have to happen to this position. They cannot go with 3 and out anymore. Harlingen defense is playing very well, Joe, and they've got to put points. Actually, they have to score a touchdown right now because it's they're 2 possessions down. So kicking a field goal really won't do anything at this point right now.
Here's the kickoff. Hawks touch the ball, and it goes out of bounds inside the 5.
Oh, that looks like it's going to be right at about the half-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. If my eyes are correct, about maybe at the 2. But it looked like it took a sharp turn on the outside. He touched it. So now, not good, Joe, not good at all. Harlingen South's going to start at their own 2-yard line. This is what we talked about right now. Now they got to go 98 yards to put some points on the board.
Well, and you've seen that so often in competitive ball games. I'm going to ask Jason if he'll come over here and help run the clock on our score clock to keep it in check. No, there is not 26 anything left here, especially 26 minutes. Just go here and. But it's Hawks football. 1:56 remaining here in the third quarter. They got to take a snap with the quarterback standing in his end zone. Cardinals peeling back their ears here on this one. Before the snap, a whistle. Hawks want to talk it over because, again, this is a critical snap of a football. I've seen it often, Joe. You get a close game, all of a sudden, 3 plays in a row can totally change how the outcome ends up being as far as a lopsided score. And in this case, Cardinals score a touchdown. Hawks muff the extra point. If they're not careful, a safety here, Cardinals get the ball back, this game could get out of hand just like that.
Just like that. And it is true because if they get a safety or a bad snap or a 2-yard loss by that matter, well, the Cardinals get their 2 points that they've been wanting, and they also get the ball back. And the way Harlingen's offense is, they're wearing it down. They're just taking piece by piece by piece, and they're wearing that South defense down.
But believe it or not, this is also a chance in which a coach will look and say, opportunity knocks. Hawks know the Cardinals are coming all out to get the quarterback. You break something up the middle, and it could go for some huge yardage here for the South Hawks. You have to tell those safeties, don't creep up. Make sure nothing big happens out of this play. We've got him pinned down. Keep him there. First down play for the Hawks. Good snap, handoff. out across the middle. And here it goes. Like I said, out across the 15 to the 18-yard line, and there's some breathing room for the Hawks.
That's some breathing room for the Hawks, and that was, again, we've seen him. That's Alvin Edwards, number 14. He's got speed.
First down play for the Hawks. They crank the clock up once again. Pass play over to that left side, out across the 20 to 24-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain, and we've seen this Hawk offense move a little bit.
Yeah, they've been able to move the ball. And, you got a 5-6-yard gain. It looks like they're going no huddle, Joe. It looks like they want to get some points on here. This quarter, it looks like.
Second down, and call it 4 for the Hawks. Anaya waits, takes a snap, hands the ball off, stumbling, but now getting some forward progress out across the 30-yard line. And that's good enough for another first down for the Hawks.
That's going to move the change. That was Alvin Edwards again, number 14. Joe, every time he touches the ball, it looks like something exciting is always going on. So I'd keep feeding him until they can stop him.
First down for Anaya. Takes it again. Looks to pass. Right side. It's caught. Yards after the catch. Upended, and it's again a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that was Jacob Cano of number 11 for about a 7-yard gain. A good little screen pass. Had some good blocking in front of him and able to get 7 yards to put the Hawks at 2nd and 3.
Remember, this drive started inside the 3. It's suddenly outside the 35 for the Hawks, and it happened in less than a minute. Running play this time goes for very little as they finally take down Alvin Edwards before he gets that head of steam moving forward.
Yeah, I think they needed to get Alvin Edwards deep because if the guy gets past the line, he can create a lot of havoc and become dangerous. And he's got speed. Because when he ran it earlier, nobody caught him.
Third down play, they slow it down a bit. Hawks appear to have the Cardinals back on their heels a little bit, but now they slow it down. So a third down play and 4 yards to go for the Hawks. Quarterback going to keep it, going to get a first down and some more out across the 40 to the 45-yard line. And so the Hawks keep the drive alive. They may not take another snap, but they certainly have some momentum heading into the fourth.
They got some momentum going in. That was Aiden, it was Anaya going around the right side, calling a low number and getting the first down here with 8 seconds left to play.
They want to get another snap off before the third quarter ends. Anaya will take it. He looks, runs left, runs through a couple of arm tackles and right to the midfield stripe, and the zeros hit the clock. We'll head to the fourth. Cardinals, the only players with scores on the scoreboard. They lead 12-0. The Bird Bowl 2023 continues after this.
At Harlingen CISD, college, career, community ready is more than just a saying. We've created 12 academies to provide students with access to fields of study that best fit their interests and passions. Within the 12 academies, there are 42 certifications that will aid students in getting a head start on a career upon graduation.
No.
At Harlingen CISD, college, career, community ready is more than just a saying. We've created 12 academies to provide students with access to fields of study that best fit their interests and passions. Within the 12 academies, there are 42 certifications that will aid students in getting a head start on
We live here. We work here. We love it here.
Oh, here we go with
Back
Edwards.
here on a running play for Edwards on second down. Welcome to the fourth quarter here of the Bird Bowl. And again, the Hawks have momentum.
They got a little bit of momentum. They're going to be about 3rd and 1 right now, and they're going to continue, Joe, with a no huddle here in the fourth quarter.
Anaya up to the line. High snap. He bobbles it, gets it, looks, got to get rid of it, does, and it's incomplete. That's a terrific job by Anaya to prevent what would have been about a 18-yard loss.
Easily, and that could have been a very crucial and critical down because it's 4th down now. And, I think, the Hawks are going to go for it. So it's not a question of what. It's just going to try to call the right play. But here, the Harlingen South Hawks right now with a 4th and 1. I don't think they want to give the ball over back to the Harlingen Cardinals. There's still 11:34, but right now they're moving the ball and they're getting some momentum going. So I'd say let's just keep going.
Cardinals bringing some big bodies into the game. Anthony Johnson checks in on the front line as they try to beef it up on this 4th down and a yard. Double tight end set for the Hawks. Need to get across the 45 to get a first down. Here comes Anaya, straight forward. Got his first down. Got to the 40-yard line. The chains move again for the Hawks. They're not done yet.
They're not done yet. They're going to keep that drive alive. And right now, Anaya had some big guys of his own right now, giving a little bit of push for the Harlingen defense and able to get about 3 or 4 yards. All he needed was 1. And they got the first down right now to keep the drive alive, Joe.
Senior Gary Lerma and Reno Villanueva had checked in. They check out. They help with that push forward for that first down. Anaya rolls right. He's chased, gets past a couple of tacklers, got across for a couple-yard gain, and then he's wrapped up.
Yeah, he's wrapped up for about a 2-yard gain. And, I know they're doing positive yards, but they got to get the ball. They've got to put the ball in the end zone, at least take a strike very soon. I think right now is a good time just to call, a deep pattern, just to kind of keep the defense on its toes. Time's not on your side right now.
Second down play. It's a 12-0 game. Hawks with the football. This drive started inside their 3, my friends. They're in the Cardinal 40.
Fumble.
Low snap, and they'll get to it, but lose precious yards there, and more importantly, that was a loss down. Here comes a penalty at the end of that as well.
It looks like it's going to be another. They were at each other's faces here. I think number 9, Jacob Ortiz for the Harlingen Cardinals, was getting involved in a little scuffle there. But that looks like it might go against Harlingen here.
You called it, my friends. Hands of the face mask. And so what would have been a loss and a 3rd and long coming up turns into a 15-yard variety penalty and a first down for the Hawks. Now they move it inside the 30 all the way to the 24.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we talked about, Joe, what we said, some of the things that they needed to correct. And here we go with those long 15-yard. Those are free yards. And they're very easy to get.
Spread field now, empty backfield, trips left, 2 right on the receiving side for the Hawks, and Anaya barks out the play. Play clock at 15, waits for the snap, takes it, has protection, rolls right, looking, waiting, delivers, sideline, incomplete.
Incomplete pass right there. That was for number 5, Jazeel Ovaya again. So right now what we're doing, that stops the clock, Joe, but they've got to take some strides. They got to, try to push something in, and that's what they were trying to do. They just couldn't get the open play there. But the Harlingen South Hawks right now are moving the ball pretty well and pretty consistently here against the Cardinal defense.
Protection was there, but you can see the secondary drifting back. Cardinals had that covered well beyond the line of scrimmage, deep all the way back to the end zone. You saw safeties covering their lanes. Second down play once again for the Hawks and Anaya. Still 10-15 left here in this fourth. Takes a snap. Swings a pass left side. Good yards after the catch now to the 15-yard line. Short of first down by about 1.5 yards, but still a 3rd and very short coming up.
Yeah, that was Gavin Ramirez, number 29, grabbing a little slant. It's going to be a little bit short there, but they're getting those positive yards, Joe, and they're keeping no huddle. Let's keep going.
Ramirez, just a sophomore, made that catch. 3rd down for the Hawks. And they've converted on a 4th down conversion already in this drive. Anaya running. Drives forward, got a first down, hard-nosed running by the quarterback, and another first down for the Hawks.
Yeah, and he got a first down, but he got hit pretty hard on that one. He got hit by 3. That could have been a loss right there. He got hit immediately, but was able to push his own and get the first down. So it's going to bring a first down from about the 14-yard line.
Red zone possession for the Hawks, but how many times have we seen this tonight? I can rattle off at least 3 that they've been inside the red zone and nothing to show thus far. Cardinals get real stingy right in here. Anaya to throw, pass. And it may have been caught. If it is, it's a loss.
It's a loss about 1. It looked like it might have gotten even tipped a little bit there. I couldn't see who jumped up for the Harlingen Cardinals, but was able to get up there. Maybe put his hand on it. I couldn't tell. But nonetheless, it's going to be about a yard loss, and it's going to bring second down.
Boy, and go back to film study on that one because of the fact that it almost seems like, they know what they're going to do. The Hawks did so well moving that ball downfield, but when they get here, Cardinals in position to make some big plays. Almost an interception there, as you saw, off the tip. Second down play for Anaya. Takes it, runs up the middle this time, got around the 10. Still going to be 3rd down. Now a good 6 yards for a first down for the Hawks.
Yeah, here we go, Joe. This is where Harlingen defense has been shown on these 3rd and 4th downs because they're going to go for it. So it's a 2-down territory. There's a field goal really wouldn't mean anything right now. So, you got 2 downs. Harlingen really gets stingy, and they've gotten stingy twice in this same possession right here with a 3rd inside the 10 or inside the 15-yard line. And this is where Harlingen really starts getting down and make some big plays happen.
And I like – you talk about late game cramping. One of the Cardinals was running off the field that time, heading toward the sideline, motioning to the coaches that he was struggling. And one of them was like, hit the deck. And he went down like he was like knocked off his feet by a hurricane wind. And he's writhing in pain now suddenly. He was going to be limping off the field. Coach is like, just hit the deck. He did.
Yeah, he hit the deck. And, right now, like I said, in the first game, I remember last year, we saw probably 20 guys go down for cramping. Right now, we've seen about at least 10 to 12. It's just one of those things that happens. The first game right now, they're just not used to sweating that much, not used to playing in this humidity, even though it is, the sun is not out. But we can tell you here in South Texas, Joe, as I know, it is hot right now and humid.
Because a player went down, that means the coaching staff can come out. They bring some water out there, and they basically have let's have a powwow on the defensive end and scheme this. Meanwhile, Israel Gonzalez taking advantage. You see both sides there with the camera shot, capturing both. And so both coaches were like, all right, take that designated injury timeout, if you will. Player's already on the sideline, by the way.
Yeah.
And we're going to make sure we get the play in. Here's the chess match. Hawks facing third down, can get a first down without getting in the end zone by crossing the 5. You get to the 4, you're guaranteed a first down. Anaya runs it, right side, sidesteps a man, takes it forward, got about the 6, which means another fourth down coming up for the Hawks.
It's going to be about a fourth and about 2, maybe a long 1.5. But, again, they didn't give him really a good spot. It's going to be 2.5. But right now, this is it, Joe. This could be the game. 8-12 left to play. And they're not going to huddle. They're not going to talk about this. They want to go. They want to try to catch the defense off guard.
Hawks are up there, ready to go. Anaya waits. Long count. Takes a snap. Going to pass. Penalty flag on the play. Maybe a free play. It's a pass completed. End zone. Is it another touchdown? It could be for the Hawks.
Yeah, I think they might get Harlingen for offsides. So it should count. Yeah, they're declining it. I just saw the decline there. But it was an offsides on Harlingen. Took a little jump on the left-hand side and was able to get it. So free play. Nevertheless, they got the first down.
For you.
We'll take a look at the replay here, my friends, as you'll see. The defense caught. That's a free play and a touchdown for the Hawks. And now a critical extra point in this ballgame.
Oh, gosh, yeah. With 7:54 plays, you would never thought that Harlingen South, this is their first score here with 7:54 left to play in the game. So here we go. They got kind of they usually have that shifting move there. And here they go.
Here they come over for the extra point. They'll get everyone in place. Still plenty of time. Play clock's at 20, so they can do this a couple more times if they want to. Extra point for the Hawks. Again, down 12-6. Good snap, kick away, and count it. 12-7. We got a one-score game, and one score in one direction flips the lead. Kickoff coming up after this. 3.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more.
Back here, it's kickoff time for the Hawks. The Bird Bowl 2023 continues on. I'm Joe Bowling with Joe Martinez. And so it's a 12-7 ball game.
Joe, Harlingen South just put themselves right back in the game. So they're a little fired up. Now they kind of took in the momentum. Harlingen, what they need to do here is to try to put some points on the board. I think at least a field goal and make it an 8-point. Still a one-possession game, but it just to make it a little bit more tough and interesting.
Kickoff is underway.
And
it rolls in the end zone.
Yeah, they let it go. And so Harlingen should get the ball here about the 25-yard line. And right now, they've got to not make any mistakes. Right now, Harlingen needs to stop with these holdings or these personal fouls and let the offense work. Let it work, because right now that's what's been killing Harlingen. Yes, they're still up, but these penalties, it's 15-yard penalties, are really what hurting the team.
Jason Benavides going to be down on the sidelines getting some stuff. Maybe he can call Rudy, who is down at MMA in town with a medal for our player of the game. Who will it be? I think the hero is still to be decided.
I think so, too.
First down play for the Cardinals. That Hawk drive, by the way, a 98-yard drive in less than 5 minutes. Impressive early season stuff on that touchdown drive. Cardinals with the football. See how aggressive they get here. They scored on a touchdown pass their last time out. Keeper on the quarterback side. Running right side is back in the game as Morales.
I noticed that number 2, Randy Morales, and he got about 5-6 yards. A little more. I think they will give him about 8-9 yards, and that's exactly. Don't want you to go out of bounds, so I don't think the coaches want it to go out of bounds. You want to get those 7-8 yards and let that clock keep going. But nevertheless, Joe, it's a great gain, though, a really good gain, what you want on first down, 8 yards.
Highly anticipated by both sides, and both teams delivered. Second down and 2 for the Cardinals. Again, Morales back in at the quarterback after Cornegate drilled him down the field and scored his last time out when the offense was moving. Out to the 40, that's another first down. Now the chain's moving, so does the clock.
So does the clock, and here we go. The Harlingen's getting a little bit momentum. They've got that first down. They got 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. They're going to try to milk the clock as much as possible and try to put some points on the board, Joe.
First down play from the 40 for the Cardinals. Again, you look at clock management, play clock at 18 when they break out of the huddle. I don't think they're milking it all the way down just yet, but they're going to pay attention to it on the Cardinal sideline. First down play here. Stringing it to the outside with some room. Penalty flag on this one, though. And usually that means there's a block in the back. Extra yardage. Will it count? Morales got 12.
Yeah, Joe, I think you're right. I think they're going to catch the Cardinals. Look, the referee's already moving it back. It looks like a block in the back, as you called it. And so that's, again, those drives that are killers right there. You're looking at a first down. Now you're looking at a first and wherever the spot was. It's a spot foul, if I'm not mistaken. So that's just one of those places that just got to drive Manny Gomez a little nuts.
Yeah, they threw the flag at about the 42-yard or 37-yard line, so they'll move it back around the 27.
So now
they move it to the 30s. It's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
So the line of scrimmage. So now it makes first down at the Hawks 48. Now you're back at your own 30-yard line facing a 1st and 20. And those are the kind of things and the kind of mistakes right now that Harlingen cannot afford.
They're up 12-7. Cardinals with the football. Morales, the quarterback, single back in the backfield. Now empties it, turns, going to run. Makes a nifty move, hit from behind, and down he goes, lost a couple.
And he got there. I think they've gotten to the well a little too much on that play. I think South is ready for that one, and they're going to be ready for this one. They're going to be keen on Randy Morales right now because they know that he can beat them with his legs. So they want to, hey, you're going to beat us, you're going to throw on us.
So second down. If you want to gauge it, get a first down. If you're the Cardinals, get to the 50. You're inside your 30 on this second down play. There's not many plays you say, okay, let's go for a 2nd and 23 and see what happens.
Yeah.
He looks to throw, runs up the middle, contained for a moment, gets away, but finally wrapped up. Short gain.
Yeah, short gain. He got back about 2-3 yards. It looked like he got back a lot more. He's just doing a lot of scrambling right now. But that's going to be a 3rd and long. So like you said, Joe, I don't think Harlingen has a playbook. Like, yeah, let's run that 3rd and 20 play. So they've got to, and South right now has got to not make any mistakes, no penalties. And you don't want Harlingen South to just give them the first down by a crazy penalty or anything like that. So, but right now I think Harlingen needs to strike and maybe try to go deep again, maybe hit floaters again or something like that. Sell it, do something.
So here we go. Pass play for the Cardinals over the middle. Man open at the 40 to the 45. That's not enough for a first down, but it did move the ball downfield.
Yeah, what they did is more of a possession. I think they want to kick the ball, and they want to pin South as far as deep as they could. And I think that's what they wanted to do. They weren't, and they did not, try to get that first down, though. It would have been great. He almost did, though. He was only about 5 yards shy. But nonetheless, though, they're going to punt the ball and going to try to pin South as far as back they can. Though they just ran, a 98-yard drive with the previous one, though. So South can move the ball. This is going to be it, Joe.
4th down and call it 5. It's punting time. Hawks send a man back to return the punt. That's Jude Garcia. Play clock is at 0s. Cardinals let it run down, and that blows the play dead. Penalty flag. I don't think the Cardinals will complain about that because now, again, they're looking at that clock saying, it's our friend as long as we have the lead.
Yeah, absolutely right now. And Harlingen does not have a timeout anyway either. So Harlingen is with 0 timeouts. South has 2. So they took the 5-yard penalty, though. But at the same time, you try to want to get the ball snapped right about 1 or 2. And because 5 yards is 5 yards in this game right now. And it can mean a lot right now, a lot of difference.
Punting time for the Cardinals. See if that 5 yards allows the Hawks to get a better return out of this. The return man stands at about his 20-yard line waiting for this punt from the Cardinals. It's a high snap. Good job by the punter to get to it. Gets the kick away. It's a good one. Takes a Cardinal roll inside the 20 all the way down to the 17 and a half.
Well, he got a good roll on that one. And now with 4:24 left to play in the 4th quarter, Joe, this is it for South. I don't think that you can you don't punt it at this situation more. You've got to go and try to put this game away and try to get this game on top. But Harlingen right now, the defense has got to make a big play for Harlingen. They cannot give them these easy 15 yards that they've been giving Harlingen South. So right now the defense has got to play tight, and try to make a play.
Last time out, the Hawks went 98 yards on a touchdown drive. It took a little over 5 minutes. They don't have that much time now. They do need a touchdown on the next score if they want to change the lead. Field goal does nothing. First down play for Anaya. Looks to throw. Wants a bundle. Right side man open. He overthrows him.
There was some confusion going on right now. They were telling somebody to go, hey, it's your man. No, it's my man. Well, nonetheless, though, he left him wide open. And there was a little bit of, hey, you're supposed to cover this guy. I saw that. That was Andres Dewar again, telling somebody that was your guy. Nonetheless, though, it was overthrown, Joe, and the Cardinals dodged a bullet.
That would have been a one-play drive.
That would have been a one-play drive.
2nd down and 10. Pass play right side. Penalty flags all over the field. They'll blow it dead.
Yeah, this looks like there's going to be a false start. It's going to be. Looks like it was a false start on some of this. Somebody on the south side. Couldn't tell exactly what the number was, but.
Yep, 63 on the offense. If you want a number, Ryan Luna, sophomore.
Sophomore Ryan Luna. Yeah, we don't like to call those names sometimes, but now we got to.
I'll give it to you since he was isolated there. 2nd down and 15 though for the Hawks. It does stop the clock, but now 2nd in a bundle. We talked about penalties on the Cardinal side being a hindrance. Well, the Hawks, dare say, a 5-yarder, they don't need those.
And Harlingen right now, again, looks a little bit confused on their coverage again.
2nd down. Will the Hawks take a snap? Well, they waited. Anaya now takes it, looks right side. It's completed. Yards after the catch, out across the 15, and that'll be, they got the penalty yards back. It's now 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 9. They've got to come back with, at least the first down. I don't know if you would – if Gonzalez wants to take a chance on a 4th and long, so got to get some of those yards and try to put that first down here on display. I don't know if it's 2-down territory there, Joe.
3rd down for the Hawks. Pass play, caught, big hit. Not a first down yet.
No, not a first down, and that was a great hit by number 2. That was J.C. Aleman right now who just read that play, and this is going to be a 4th down play. I think you punted here, Joe. I think you bring back the defense and try to hold Harlingen down, and it looks like they are. Are they going to talk it over?
Well, they let some time tick off. That's precious time. You do have 2 timeouts remaining if the Hawks. They do bring the punt team in. But that clock is running, and you'll want those seconds back.
Yeah.
There's a good 20 seconds gone here.
And it's going to be down a little bit more because we still got 7 seconds left to play in the play clock. And they're going to run it down all the way, and I don't understand that. And the ball.
They get the punt away.
Looks like
no flags on this. No return man either. It takes a Hawk bounce. And now it's going to be up to the Hawks defense because the Cardinal offense is now controlling this ball game.
Yeah.
2:52 remaining, and you're up, and you got the ball.
You got the ball. All you need, a couple of first downs, though Gonzalez does have 2 timeouts on his side right here. But again, Joe, what you talked about earlier, there was precious time. If you do get that ball back, you want as much time as possible. In the fourth quarter right now in 25, even though you have 2 timeouts, 20 seconds, 25 seconds makes 2-3 plays extra.
Cardinals with the football. And a 5-point lead here.
And it looks like they brought back Grande again. I see number 4 back out there right now. I don't know if I see Morales. Is that Morales right next to him?
Yeah, we've seen them both in the game at the same time before. Grande hands it off. Morales dancing around, hit, stays on his feet, gets a couple yards, clock rolls.
Clock rolls right now, and then you get about 3 or 4 yards. You're going to make it about 2nd and 6. And that's what you want. You want to eat as much clock as possible. Well, Harlingen South actually did burn one of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them down with 1. So now, Joe, if Harlingen can score a first down on a 3rd down play.
Ball game over.
Ball game over. You can't stop it. That's why, to me, the timeouts are so precious. Coming down and a game this way with this magnitude being so, right now tight. It's anybody's game. A turnover can do anything. But, yeah, you got to save those timeouts to the very end. I don't know if I would have called one just yet. You still have – you still have 2 minutes left to play in the game. 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
So we'll take a look here at the end of the game. We'll be naming our Real Sports Live player of the game. Right now, got a couple of names. But again, the hero may yet to be decided in this one with 2:44 to go in a 1-score game.
Kind of been a heroes in this one, Joe. There's a lot of heroes. There's a lot of great players on there. I can't think of one on top of my head, but there's some good players out there.
Grande stays in the ball game as the quarterback. Morales to his left-hand side. Again, Morales, you got to respect that ability to run. And with him in the ball game, they could direct snap to him. He could take a handoff. A lot of things you can do with an athlete like that. 2nd down play, they'll hand it to Morales. Bounces it outside. Makes a man miss. Hit again, though. And down. Fumble on the play. Let's see who gets it. Hawks got it.
Oh, this is what we talked about, Joe. You cannot get a turnover right here. They're going to give you the ball, the Harlingen South. This is what you don't want. And he had a good 2-3 yard gain. It would have came to 3rd and short. But now the Hawks get the ball at the 40-yard line. And this is not what you want. This is not how you want to play. Turnovers have been a big factor here.
Oh, my goodness. Hawks get the ball in Cardinal territory at the 40. And more importantly, they saved that 1 timeout.
Yeah, they saved that 1 timeout. Now they got 1 timeout. Harlingen has to get stingy. They got to get tough. They got to get aggressive here on defense. Now they got to make sure something happen.
Once again, though, it's touchdown or bust for the Hawks. A field goal does nothing. 1st down play, and this is a biggie. Cardinals showing a blitz coming all out of the middle. They'll run up the middle, right through that, get to the 35. Now it's Hawks decision time. When do you use that timeout? Clock is running.
Clock is running, and that's a good gain. It's a gain of 6 yards. But you don't. You need to save that, conserve some of that time.
Anaya ready. We've seen some success with this hurry-up offense by the Hawks.
That was Edwards right now getting stuff for no gain right now. And right now, look, like you wasted 2 plays down here. Didn't really get much up the clock. But you've got a 3rd down. And, this is now 2-down territory regardless of what.
This is line in the sand time. This is where you make or break your chance to win this ball game. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th. Anaya has the snap count. Waits, takes, runs, right side, hit. Will not get a 1st down. It's coming up 4th down.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 4th and 2. This is a game here, of course, Joe. There's 1:42 left to play in the game. Are they going to no huddle? Are they going to call the timeout and get that right play designed?
Right now they are looking to the sideline. They do have 1 timeout remaining.
But they're burning a lot of time.
In no hurry are the Hawks to take this next snap.
No.
Now Anaya brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Calls out the play. Will he take a snap or not? It's 4th down. Waits. And there's the timeout call by the Hawks. Not sure on that clock management, but hey, I'm not down there. I'm up here.
I'm not down there either, but I do agree with you, Joe. I think if you're going to use that timeout, save some clock. So here we go. Even if they get the 1st down, remember, Joe, there's no more timeouts. You just allowed 25 seconds to go off the clock here, or pretty close to 25 seconds. But let's see if it pays off. Maybe it was a gamble. This is what they wanted.
Well, we've seen a quick trigger on the clock operators, even though you do get a first down and a stoppage of the clock while they move the chains. We've seen a quick trigger there.
Yeah.
So your real stoppage of clocks is going to come getting out of bounds if you get a first down into the Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, like I said, this is very crucial. This is a time, this burning the timeout right here. I know Izzy wants to call the right play. Coach Gonzalez he wants to get that first down. Because right here, you can't stop it. Harlingen doesn't even have to get a first down if they stop the ball. It's game over.
Got to execute a couple of snaps, and you walk out of here with a win.
Yeah.
Hawks, though, need a first down. What do you dial up here? Early season stuff, first game of the year, fourth quarter action with a $1:12 left on the clock. Anaya brings him up, keeps two backs in the backfield, shifts the receiver to the left side. Now a second receiver goes in motion, and they'll set everybody up left side. Anaya waits, long count, takes, turns, pass play. It's going to be incomplete, and no flag on the play. Cardinals get a stop.
Cardinals get a stop, and it looks like they're going to get the win here, Joe. They called it. They called a slant. He was a little open, and there was a little bit of. But the ref said probably not enough to make the flag because he had his arm around him a little bit. But nevertheless, good play by the defense. Harlingen defense making a great stop now. First down. They'll have to run just 2 plays, Joe. 2 or 3 plays, and this game is over.
We have seen fumbles tonight, so you dare want to say, hey, you got to execute some snaps.
The way this game is going, nothing will surprise me here anymore right now. I mean, nothing will.
Cardinals up to the huddle. No timeouts remaining for the Hawks. Somebody would have said, hey, 5 points will separate them when it's done. I wouldn't have been shocked.
No, either have I. No, I agree with you.
Cardinals in a victory formation. Tom Landry style there.
Tom Landry style.
They'll take a knee, and the clock will run, and the Hawks can't stop it.
Nope.
And I think both teams were challenged well enough to say drawing board time, film work time, weight room time some more. And I think there'll be a heavy emphasis on penalty flags.
Yes,
that took into account this game.
Absolutely. And another thing, what you said, Joe, both teams are going to get better as the season progresses. Right now, this is our first game, and we had a heck of a game. But there's a lot of improvements to go on both sides. I'd hate to face either team in week 8 or 9 or 10.
There's another kneel for the Cardinals. They will not have to take another snap, and the Harlingen Cardinals will win the Bird Bowl in 2023. A hard-fought 12-7 special, and the Cardinals are victorious.
Well, yeah, victorious. What a great game. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great game. 12-7. Somebody told me that would have been the score. I would have said no. But it was a great game, great defense, lots of turnovers in the game. But right now, I'll tell you right now, Joe, these two teams are just going to get better every week with these two coaches.
Celebration on the Cardinals side, and now the two teams will finally put away all the animosity that was going on in this ball game and go out and meet as crosstown rivals who know they were just challenged by the other. Cardinals come out with a win. My player of the game, I'm going to say it. He came in, he directed the show, he completed the big pass, and he did so in the blink of an eye. Hey, quarterback went down. I'm going to give it to Drew Cornegay.
I had him at the top of my list. I also had number 10, Aiden Flores, who caught the ball.
I know.
But the quarterback is the one that throws it too. So you know what, Joe? Drew Cornegay, the player of the game.
Reason being, because when you go back and look at the replay again, it was him that set it up. Yes, Flores got open, but Cornegay did such a good job of pushing the defense, committing as if he was going to run, and then that stop on a dime, deliver that pass on the run.
On the run
for the touchdown.
That was very impressive, and I had Drew Cornegay. I saw him a few times last year when he stepped in for Morales as well, and the guy has an arm, and then he's shown it again today. I think you're going to see a lot of that this year with Harlingen.